Owned Good Karma brand station.
Wisconsin sports without a filter.
What you talking about, Father Time? What?
Kyle Wallace.
Winning is the only thing that actually does matter.
Ben Brust.
So they can't execute the way they want to play offensively.
This is Kyle and Brust.
Did you call us idiots?
Yeah. On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
All right, away we go. The Friday edition, Kyle and Brust, Alex Strouf, Kyle Wallace with you live at one of my favorite places in the city, Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, as we get ready for the United States to get their shot in the World Cup action here in North America.
Unidos. Ustedes Unidos. I mean, no.
That was yesterday. That was yesterday.
USA. USA. Oh, yeah, we're finally back, baby. The World Cup is back in the great states of the United States, or North America as well. And excited for tonight.
That's an 8 o'clock
Paraguay,
game?
8 o'clock Central.
Is it Paraguay or Paraguay?
Paraguay. You know, I'm American, and so I can't fake it. I don't know how. In the American way, I say Paraguay, but I think it's Paraguay.
That's fair. That's fair. But looking forward to that. Absolutely bumping here at Vier North already. I believe it was the last day of school today. So I think out on the patio, which is packed, it's a bunch of teachers.
Good for them.
So shout out to the educators.
They worked hard for 9 months.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Talk about quite the job. My mom's an educator.
My mom was also an educator.
Yeah, them summers was great.
Yeah, they loved them.
Yeah, they didn't have to pay for a babysitter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very well said. All right, plenty to get into today across the next 3 hours here on Kyle and Brust, ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN Wisconsin app. We'll get to plenty of Packers talk coming up, but, well, I think it's almost time, Kyle.
Yeah, it is almost time, Alex.
I think we're inching closer and closer to a Giannis Antetokounmpo trade. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but this morning in The Athletic, Sam Amick and Eric Name talking about potential suitors and some of the offers that are on the table for the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it seems like it's finally going to hit. The reality may be soon setting in as we are less than 2 weeks away from the set deadline by Bucks owner Jimmy Haslam. He said the NBA draft was the deadline for when we want to make a decision one way or another on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, we can get into potential suitors at some point today, Kyle. We can get into where we would or would not want to see Giannis Antetokounmpo be traded to. But this is what stuck out to me this morning in The Athletic. Quote, yet the sources say there is a sense of distrust among some teams over how the Bucks handled trade discussions around Antetokounmpo at the deadline. As we reported at the time, that was the first time Bucks GM John Horst opened the door to any team that wanted to make a pitch for the two-time MVP. As the deadline approached, the Bucks were listening to offers and signaling a willingness to deal the most accomplished player in the franchise's history. However, in the days leading up, the skepticism among rival teams about the Bucks' sincerity was justified when Antetokounmpo remained in Milwaukee. So, Kyle, what that tells me is teams are going, are they actually going to trade him? Are they serious about this? Or are they just trying to see who the sucker is?
Yeah, this is disappointing, right? All the Bucks are about to blow this. They may blow this right now because when I look at just all the news that is coming out and I think about it, you hear about the fact that the Bucks decided that they're going to explore trade options on the trade deadline and weren't being sincere. They weren't working in good faith, which I would think the Bucks, they had no real reason to trade him. They were just doing it to appease Giannis to kind of gauge exactly what the trade interest is going to be. And then you get into before the offseason, but then you get into the offseason, and your owner of your team is talking about how he has set a deadline for when he wants to trade Giannis. None of this makes sense of why you need to talk. I said it when I said it on Kyle and Brust when Jimmy Haslam said we're going to trade him by the NBA draft. It made no sense to give yourself a hard deadline. You can make trades after the deadline. When you think about when LeBron James ended up signing with the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Cavaliers made a trade right after that. Do you remember what trade they made?
The Cleveland Cavaliers made a trade for who?
They traded Andrew Wiggins for Kevin
yes,
Love.
Kevin Love.
After that. So you don't need to make a decision right now.
I would only push back here. Because I understand that point, I think, in every other offseason. But when you have the hype of this draft, and it is the first time in John Horst's tenure of a general manager, he's going to be entering year 10 as the general manager of the Milwaukee Bucks. This will be his 10th season. It is the first time in those 10 seasons that he's had a lottery pick. And it's the first time, obviously, that he's been faced with this question of, who's the face of my franchise? Because when he took over in 2017, it was already pretty clear who was the up-and-coming face of the franchise. It was Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had not yet won an MVP, who had not yet become what we all know as the Greek freak and one of the greatest players on planet Earth. So this is important, and the deadline was important because this is viewed as one of the great drafts in the past several decades. It's viewed as one of the deepest. It's viewed as one of the most top-heavy in terms of some of those guys at the top can be generational talents.
So what does that mean for the Bucks?
If the Bucks are able to acquire a second pick, say Miami's 13th overall pick, and all of a sudden you have the 10th pick and the 13th pick, you now have options, right? If you bring in Tyler Hero and you're able to flip him for another first-round pick, say I'm just going to throw out a random number, 27.
Don't get too
right?
happy here.
But let's say you then have,
in this year's
instead
draft.
of one pick, you have 3 picks in this year's first round. You then have 2 options. Do you throw 3 things at the wall and see what sticks? Do you make those 3 selections at 10, 13, and whatever number I said, 27? Or do you go ahead and call Chicago, who has got pick 4, and you say, hey, I got picks 10 and 13. Want them? We want pick 4.
They may not, but why would they make that trade?
Because they're a team that's rebuilding, and they want more bites at the apple.
But the Bucks are rebuilding as well, and with the Bulls, they're probably going to want to get a high-end pick. So this is my whole thing, is that you don't need to show your cards. And Jimmy Haslam showed his cards, and the Bucks messed up before, and now you got this whole situation where I feel like you got teams in the NBA who don't trust you that you're going to work in good faith. You kind of put yourself into a corner where you told everybody, like, hey, this is our deadline, and so teams understand, well, you're getting closer to your deadline, so we don't need to give you the best deal that you want, because if you don't have a whole bunch of teams already knocking on your door trying to trade with you, well, now we have the leverage. The Bucks have lost all the leverage because they gave it away, and that is where my frustration is at. And if there is truth behind the fact that other teams around the league do not trust the Milwaukee Bucks, then that is a fireable offense for John Horst, because he is the man that is in charge of making having those conversations. Now, obviously, the owners have a final say in whether or not Giannis gets traded, but John Horst is the one who's negotiating. If the GMs around the league don't trust you, and now they're not going to call you. Like, a team we haven't heard in this report? Golden State. Haven't heard about Golden State, but they were a team that was hot on Giannis' trail just a couple of months ago. Why are they not calling again? So this is my biggest concern, is that the Milwaukee Bucks thought there were going to be a whole slew of teams that were going to be knocking on their door, exploring the trade for Giannis, and now it just seems like it's coming down to a sweepstakes of who can give us a better offer than Miami of what Miami already offered you during the regular season. This sucks.
It's not a great place to be in. He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Alex Strouf. We are live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, one of my favorite places in the city. They've got all their World Cup decor up. Look at all the flags. We've got soccer jerseys amongst the bar, a bunch of TVs, a big screen to our left with the Canada game on to our left. The patio's packed. It is an awesome vibe in here, but still plenty of room to get your seats and have a cold one on this Friday to ring in the U.S.'s first game here in the FIFA World Cup. So let's continue down this path. Given the fact that this report claims there is distrust among the NBA, do you think we are closer to your point on what you said was a bad idea in the first place? But do you think we're closer to, hey, maybe actually they won't trade Giannis by the draft, and maybe they won't trade Giannis at all?
No, this is what I'm hoping, is that I'm hoping that they do not stick to that timeline. I hope they said, no, we're just kidding. We didn't get what we wanted. Because if they do say we didn't get what we wanted, it sends a message to NBA teams that the Bucks are going to be they're going to be sticklers with this, and they have a high asking price. It shows that the Bucks aren't just going to willy-nilly trade them because they gave themselves this arbitrary deadline, but it does not mean the Bucks won't be trading Giannis. I told you this before, like the beginning of last NBA season, and I will repeat it over and over and over again. Giannis Antetokounmpo does not want to be a member of the Milwaukee Bucks organization in the current state that it is. The Milwaukee Bucks are looking to trade Giannis. He will not be a Milwaukee Buck next season. So I don't care what, if they wait till after the trade deadline, it does not mean that Giannis is going to be a Buck. It just simply means we're going to wait a little bit longer for Giannis to get traded. But Giannis is good as gone. He's not coming back.
I love the rumor mill. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the rumor mill like I have.
I've looked at it. I don't know how intensely have you looked at it.
I'm a sucker for a good rumor.
What's the rumor that got you sucked in?
I got a few of them.
Let me hear them.
They're all Instagram based.
Oh, wow. Instagram is a great source of information.
Oh, yeah. It's nobody's ever been wrong on Instagram before.
Never.
You know what they say? Trust everything you see on the internet.
Got to.
So Tyler
No
Harrow,
deepfakes,
who obviously Whitnell High School,
Yeah.
Milwaukee area native.
When he got drafted, he said, "People where I come from, people don't make it out."
He did do that.
Like he was from the hood.
Right. But his brother has been stirring the pot a little bit.
Just a little bit.
He's been commenting on Tyler's post with buck emojis.
Oh, wow.
And Tyler Harrow liked one of them.
Oh, wow.
Giannis Antetokounmpo recently made a post on Instagram.
I'm in Miami.
Drake and Party Next Door song with lyrics about being in Miami, which I don't think Giannis has been in recently.
Well, he chose the specific Miami part.
Oh, correct. He chose that particular part of the song to be featured in his Instagram post. So the rumor mill is turning, and I know Heat fans are bonkers about Giannis.
Well, Tyler Hero also unfollowed the Miami Heat on social media.
See, this is the good juicy stuff.
I thought you were talking about rumors. No, there is a trail to follow that there's going to be a little bit of divorce coming down in Miami, but also here in Milwaukee as well. But I have the feeling that the Milwaukee Bucks they don't operate like Matt Arnold and the Milwaukee Brewers. Right?
No,
they don't operate like the Green Bay Packers. The Milwaukee Bucks struck lightning when we got Drew Holiday and things all came together. You ended up getting some other pieces, Bobby Portis in as well, where it all worked out. But outside of what we got a couple years ago, it has not worked out for the Bucks, and I am growing extremely concerned that we are going to lose the Giannis trade. I'm concerned right now with all the rumors that I see. I don't hear about a boatload of picks coming back. I hear about a couple players and maybe a couple picks. Like they're talking about a trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves that is being discussed where you potentially could get some players back, but you're talking about a first-round pick that's in the 20s this year and then a pick in 2033. The hell with that. If that is what we're getting, then the Milwaukee Bucks organization is failing. It is absolutely failing. You need to get picks in every other draft coming up in the next 6 years. And it doesn't need to be 4 or whatever, but you need to get picks, multiple picks in 6 years. There's got to be at least 3 first-round picks.
I think I can read between the lines and I know your answer, but I'm going to ask regardless.
Yeah.
Do you trust John Horst?
No, I don't trust John. Why would I trust John Horst?
You tell me why you don't.
I don't trust John Horst because of the fact that, yes, he has taken some swings, but if your swings don't work, that falls on you. You don't get credit for saying, oh, yeah, I made this move. I made that trade, but it didn't work out. You don't get credit for that. I love the fact that you traded for Damian Lillard, but at the end of the day, we needed more than Dame to get to the finals. I love the fact that you ended up making a move and you got Miles Turner, but it didn't work out. You don't get an A for effort in professional sports or professional work. You get an A for what you're able to, the success you're able to get. In
results.
The results. Thank you. Milwaukee Bucks results since the NBA Finals haven't been great. I understand that injuries have hurt the team, but that's part of the league. That's part of it. You got to find a way to work around it. And the Bucks team, the way that they're currently put together, we suck. We were bad last year, and they put that team together. They made the move for Kyle Kuzma. I cheered Kyle Kuzma because I thought he'd be better. It didn't work. It didn't. I made a lot of moves that didn't work.
I trust John Horst. I
Why?
trust him to get the right deal done. And I think that's why things went awry at the trade deadline. Because he realized, okay, this is the first time that I will seriously consider an offer to trade the 2-time MVP, to trade the franchise's greatest player, to trade the guy that brought us our first championship in 50 years. It's the first time. And the fact of the matter was, Kyle, it didn't make sense for Milwaukee at the time. Right now, it makes more sense than it ever has for Milwaukee. Now, what other team does it make sense for? Because it's still Giannis. And if Giannis goes to a destination that he's going to enjoy, say a Boston or a Miami or a Minnesota or a Golden State.
I guess not a Portland.
He's going to, Portland doesn't sound like a Giannis destination. Somewhere where he would confidently go and say, I'll sign a maximum contract extension. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. So whatever you give up is going to be worth it because you are going to capitalize on the back end of my prime, where we can still go out and win MVPs and win championships and compete for championships. And John Horst realizes this isn't a once every other year this opportunity comes around. You have to cash in.
What makes you think John Horst realizes that?
Because he didn't trade him at the deadline. He didn't panic. He said, we're not going to make the playoffs.
I don't trust him. I don't trust John Horst, and I don't trust John Horst because it's not just about the trades. It's also about the ability to draft and acquire talent. I don't feel like he's consistently done a good enough job doing that. You know how I feel about the draft. You and I go back and forth, and you talk about, there's players that, they're never picking in the lottery, so it makes it so hard for him to be able to acquire guys when they're not in the lottery. Well, okay, you don't need to be lottery guys.
But, Kyle, you understand what creates desperation. Failure. And if you look around the NBA, there are many teams that view what is happening right now.
Well, then where are they at? Where are the rumors about the NBA teams? I got 4 teams that are interested when you got 30 teams. What's going on? Or 29 other teams.
Minnesota failed.
Yeah, but they're –
Boston failed.
Okay, who else? Miami? That's it.
A team that still intrigues me, who we have not heard about, which is disappointing because
OKC?
The minute they lost,
they're not interested.
Said,
they're running it back. But the thing, they're running it back. And so my fear is that we have a general manager that doesn't have the ability to actually scout out players. So what's interesting is a player that the Bucks want, who are eyeing up if they do a deal with Minnesota, is a guy named Jaden McDaniels. Do you know when Jaden McDaniels went in the draft?
Late.
Yeah, 28th overall. There's another guy named Naz Reid who also went late.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, like, you're trading potentially the guys that you're trying to acquire in a trade or guys that were drafted outside of the lottery, and now you have a chance to be in the lottery, and now hopefully he can get it right. He cannot miss with the 10th pick.
No, that part I totally agree.
And so that's why I'm saying, do I trust him? No, I don't. He's got to prove it to me. And the thing is that if he fails at this organization could go from having a 5-year rebuild to a 25 rebuild.
Something I will give John Horst credit for, and not to the Matt Arnold level by any means, but it seems like he has been able to pull rabbits out of the hat. And you talked about results and success, and recently there's not been a lot, right? Miles Turner did not work out in year one. The Doc Rivers hire, which I don't know that it was fully his call.
Not his call.
Didn't work out. The Damian Lillard trade, which is the one we all point to, didn't work out.
Which I like.
But you know what did? Drew Holiday.
It did.
Moving on from Eric Bledsoe and bringing in Drew Holiday. That worked.
Strouf, you get credit, you get an applause for that. But the goal wasn't to just win one championship. The goal was to try to win multiple championships. And he did not succeed at that. And again, I always go back to when you look at what happened in Denver. Denver won a title more recently than the Milwaukee Bucks. And the general manager and the head coach that got them to that championship game are both gone.
Yeah.
That is when you have high expectations. You don't live off what you did in the past. You live off, are you maximizing the roster that we have now to get us to a championship? And that is the problem that I had with the Bucks organization. When they gave John Horst an extension last year, they basically gave him, applauded him for not being successful, for failing at getting Giannis back to another finals. That's what you basically rewarded them for that. And that just tells me right there that is an organization that plays scared. They play scared. When they went for Drew Holiday, that wasn't playing scared. That was saying, you know what, we're going to mortgage the future to try to get ourselves a championship. And I think Damian Lillard, that wasn't playing scared either. But at this point now, I think they're getting a little chilly, getting a little scared, getting a little soft.
There's plenty more on this discussion to be had throughout the show, which we will continue to go back to, because if you're just joining us here on Kyle and Brust, Alex Strouf, Kyle Wallace with you. I'm Alex Strouf, in for Ben Brust, your cousin sub of the day here on ESPN Wisconsin. We are live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. The Athletic reporting this morning, sources in the NBA say there was a sense of distrust among some teams over how the Bucks handled trade discussions around Giannis Antetokounmpo at the NBA trade deadline just a few months back. And that makes us wonder, is that going to lead to nothing by the deadline set by Bucks owner Jimmy Haslam?
This arbitrary
which is
deadline
is
stupid.
It is an arbitrary deadline.
And he told everybody he had a deadline. Why would I tell everybody my plan?
Because I think it spurs action.
No, you know what spurs action? The fact that people know that you're going to trade Giannis. You already said you're going to trade Giannis. You didn't need to say we're going to trade him by this date. Because now I'm just waiting. You are talking to the king of waiting to the last minute to try to get something. When I used to buy tickets online on StubHub and all that, you know what I did? I didn't buy tickets weeks in advance. You know what happens when you get close to the game time, when the tip-off, and somebody says, I'm not going to the game on Sunday, the price goes down.
Great analogy.
It goes down. Kyle Wallace is the king of waiting to the last minute for something to go down. And now you got NBA teams doing that. You said, okay, the 23rd is that day. All right. Well, we'll see how desperate they get.
We are live at Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. This place rocks. I love hanging out here.
It
Just
does.
Terrific vibe. And they're going to be having all the World Cup matches on, all the big TVs they've got across the bar here. The food is outstanding. I had the wings here a couple weeks ago. Their specialty cloud bread, which Kyle's going to try. I'm very excited to witness that. They've got drink specials. It's Friday, so they got a late night happy hour tonight, which I know many people will be taking advantage of. And keep that in mind. If you're on Milwaukee's east side, they've got shuttles every weekend to Summerfest, as well as every Milwaukee baseball game. For every home game, they've got shuttles from here at Vier North. So definitely worth stopping in and checking it out here on Milwaukee's east side. We're here until 5 o'clock on this Friday, ringing in this summer. Terrific weather. The patio is jumping. You should get out here to Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. So Mr. Positivity, Kyle Wallace.
I am positive.
He has said, I'm only going to be positive about the Packers offseason and OTAs and minicamp. And the very first thing he said to me when I saw him this afternoon was, I am officially concerned about this. We will talk about that coming up next. It's Kyle and Brust, ESPN Wisconsin, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust
Yeah, how do we even get there? What do we do?
You're just a jerk.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Clutter piling up? Take a breath. Badgerland Junk is here to help. Based in Milwaukee, they make cleanouts simple, fast, and stress-free. From single-item pickups to full estate cleanouts, their team does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Homeowners and property managers, this is your solution. Furniture, appliances, yard debris, even commercial cleanouts. They do it all with clear upfront pricing and no hidden fees. Serving Milwaukee and the entire metro area, visit BadgerlandJunk.com. Badgerland Junk, your trusted cleanout experts.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Got a grad to celebrate? Make it easy with a Cousin Subs gift card. Buy $30 in gift cards and get a free 7.5-inch sub for you. Valid on any Deli Fresh or Classic sub. So while you're giving a great gift, you're getting one too. Simple, thoughtful, and way better than a card that gets tucked away. Stop by your local Cousin Subs today. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus. Any make, any model, any condition. You'll be surprised at how much you'll get for your trade at the Cunis Trade-Up event, happening now at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis dealerships in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. That's right. Any make, any model, any condition. Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus and take advantage of great new vehicle specials from Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick. Looking for value? Shop over 3,000 pre-owned vehicles group-wide with models for every lifestyle and payments for every budget. Plus, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. The Cunis Trade-Up event is happening now. Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus. Any make, any model, any condition. For a limited time only. Find your nearest location at shopcunis.com.
Get out of the house this summer and head to Road America, conveniently located between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. You can camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in the racing your way. It's more than just a race, it's a full experience. IndyCar is the must-see race coming June 18th through the 21st. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Since January, I've already lost 40 pounds and dropped a couple pant sizes. This program has been simple, safe, and their team has helped me every step of the way. Best of all, it's built to help keep the weight off for good. If you're looking for a weight loss program that works, Milwaukee Weight Loss is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Alex Strouf, Cousin Sub of the Day, alongside Kyle Wallace.
Yes.
Mr. Positivity.
I am positive. I got my water. I was getting a dehydration headache when we were driving.
I'm sorry to hear that. So our buddy Mike is sitting at the bar. We walk in and he says to us, he meets you for the first time, right?
He does.
And he says, well, I don't see the negativity you're always talking about.
Yeah, and so I didn't know if he was joking or not.
Oh, no, he was being dead serious.
What
You're a ray of sunshine most of the time.
No, but negativity, I'm trying to figure out who
But
told
what-
him I was negative.
He said he was listening yesterday.
Oh, did you call me negative yesterday?
Probably at some point
Oh.
because you have run this campaign the last, I would say, week and a half here on K&B, where you said, I am going to be nothing but optimistic and positive and a ray of sunshine when it comes to talking about the Green Bay Packers and the mandatory minicamp and their OTAs.
Yeah, I think I've been pretty successful at that, being a
now-
glass half full type guy,
Here's the
type
thing.
brother.
You haven't been successful at all in that.
What do you mean?
You've been much more negative than you have positive.
About who?
I'm gonna bring up a name, and you tell me whether or not you think you've been positive or negative in reference to this individual.
Yes, sir.
Trey Smack.
Oh, I've been very positive about Trey Smack that all on the floor.
You've been very positive.
Yeah, I haven't been negative. I told you yesterday, Mr.
I was negative.
Oh, he missed from 35.
I don't
and
think
then he made it from 50.
But I don't think I'm projecting and saying you were also
I was
partaking in the negativity.
I said, don't concern yourself. You didn't listen to me. You listened to Jason. I said, don't concern yourself, and you listen to Brian Bulaga. I said, don't concern yourself with that. It's not about what happens on June 11th, about what happens on August 11th, September.
Which is
I
fine.
am positive. I've been positive, very
Okay.
positive.
Now I would
Mr. Positive.
I would like you to read the very top of your handwritten sheet. You'd love a good handwritten note, by the way.
I love a handwritten
note. You love a handwritten note. The very top of your sheet, which was the very first thing you said to me in our show prep meeting today, was the following, and I want you to read it verbatim.
I am officially concerned about the backup running back position.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Is that sentence positive or negative?
No, that is just me sharing my concerns.
Okay, one more time. Read it again. Just the one sentence. Just read it again.
I am officially concerned about the backup running back position.
Positive or negative?
Is being concerned a negative?
I would say concern. Yeah, I would say that the connotation with the word concerned is generally negative.
No, I'm just processing. I'm processing the running back position because of the fact of what when I was doing my little reading and studying for today's show, I came across multiple. It wasn't just one. It was multiple articles talking about the fact that we're celebrating Marshawn Lloyd getting through minicamp and OTAs. And I said, whoa. Are we really here celebrating the fact that somebody got through a helmet, T-shirt, and shorts? Like, is that how low the bar is? Like, yeah, I'm happy that he was able to stay healthy, but that's not headline worthy. If we're talking about headlines and they got maybe a vibe from Matt LaFleur and the Packers brass that they were excited for him to be, able to make it through, and they had to be limited and they had to know how to, figure out how to work with him in OTAs, wait till we put the shelves on. Wait till we actually start hitting. Wait till we not just tagging off and we get a little aggressive. Wait till we actually have a game where he got to run away from people. I'm just concerned about the longevity and the health of Marshawn Lloyd. If they have to baby him this much right now, I'm very concerned if he's going to be able to make it through the season. And I think he's important because he's very talented. And I think if he can stay healthy, he can be very impactful, being a nice, not even change of pace guy, but he has some explosion to him. What they call him? Cannon? Mr. Cannon? Yeet Cannon. Yeet Cannon.
Yeet Cannon. Let me be positive by saying I've actually ticked up my expectations for Marshawn Lloyd.
What do you mean
and
by
it's
that?
not because of health. It's because, it is because of health. Because he has dealt with these lower body soft tissue things, right? It's been hamstring injuries. Obviously, he had at one point, I forget what it was. It was a surgery, appendectomy. That prevented him from playing 2 seasons ago.
Not his fault.
This will be Marshawn Lloyd's third year in the NFL. He's played one game. But obviously, with the uncertainty that surrounds starting running back Josh Jacobs, with everything going on there in terms of legalities.
Sad, just terrible story.
Is there a potential suspension? Will he play for the Packers in 2026?
Yeah.
Right now they're operating as normal. He was a part of minicamp, but we still kind of await how that plays out with Josh Jacobs. And if it goes in terms of the football status, the negative way, is he's suspended. If he is unable to partake in the beginning of the season, obviously that workload on Marshawn Lloyd all of a sudden kicks up quite a bit.
But I don't think I can trust. When you say workload, I don't know if he can handle a load.
It seems like soft body tissue, lower body soft tissue injuries
is something with the Packers.
That's yes, but also it's something you could fix. That was a Christian Watson issue at one point. Him and Marshawn Lloyd attended 2 off seasons ago together, UW-Madison, to work on the hamstring issue, and it seems like after last season that has been fixed. He dealt with a pulled groin at one point, and then it was a hamstring last year was for Marshawn Lloyd. I'm confident he can remain healthy. You see him doing backflips last Friday at the charity softball game?
I was very concerned of a guy like that doing backflips, understanding that his recent history of getting injured. That didn't make me feel very comfortable. I don't know about you. Did you feel good about that?
I didn't love to see it, given what I just read you in terms of the soft tissue injuries. But yes, I'm fine with it. Obviously, he's fine. He feels healthy. He's partaking in practices.
I wasn't really fine with that.
And I think why
he looked good doing it.
To go back to what you said, I think it's a headline because it hasn't been seen yet. Now, can you trust it? I'm not saying he's going to play all 17 and he's going to be amazing. But this is a third-round pick we're talking about. Running backs aren't drafted very often in the first round. And when they are generational talents. Right? They're Saquon Barkleys. When you spend a day 2 pick on a running back, that comes attached with expectations.
I know, second-round, third-round running back. Remember, Jonathan Taylor, who arguably is one of the best backs in the NFL, is a second-round pick.
I don't know that's an arguable. I think he is one of the best backs in the NFL. So when you are a second- or third-round pick like Marshawn Lloyd was, that comes with expectations. That comes with an expectation of you are either A, the running back of our future, or at the very least in Marshawn Lloyd's stance,
a tandem.
You become the number 2 of a tandem.
And so this is why I'm concerned. Again, I hope, and the kid sounds, honestly, the Packers, I'll give the Packers this. The Packers do a hell of a job trying to find high-character guys. Now, I know it's weird to say it after everything going on with Josh Jacobs, and the legal system will handle all that. But they just find good guys with Christian Watson, and then also Marshawn Lloyd sounds like a phenomenal guy. But at the end of the day, it's about your performance on the field, and I just have not seen it, and I'm just so concerned that this guy is not going to be able to be healthy. Like, that is a problem because even if you have Josh Jacobs all season long, you still want to have the best backfield as possible. And Marshawn Lloyd getting drafted so high, it just shows the type of potential that he has. And I just want him to finally live out that potential because that makes that Packers offense and this team that much better. When there is a drop-off from Josh Jacobs to the next guy, but the next guy is still pretty good, you see how good you can be. I may hate the Chicago Bears, soon to be Indiana Bears, but the tandem that they had with Kyle Monangai and DeAndre Swift was a good tandem. The tandem that they had in Detroit before with David Montgomery and with Jahmyr Gibbs, that was a really good tandem. And so when you have a tandem of running backs where there's not that big of a drop-off, that allows for your offense to be good every single snap, regardless of who you hand the ball off to. They can still be a threat out the backfield that people have to be concerned about. People aren't concerned about Chris Brooks. They weren't concerned about Emmanuel Wilson. And I think Marshawn Lloyd, they weren't concerned about him.
But I would just say Emmanuel Wilson came through in the opportunities he had.
He did play. He played well, but
they had a 100-yard game when he was the lead back.
They weren't stacking the box for him. They weren't loading the box saying we got to watch out for Emmanuel Wilson. I'm saying, I think Marshawn Lloyd has the potential to be somebody where you have to key in on him.
So what's concerning you?
Oh, my concern is that we're celebrating him getting through. Like the OTAs, like,
but
so I'm not concerned about his talent. I'm more concerned about, okay, are they celebrating because he got through, or are they celebrating because, like, oh, okay, we made it? Like, should I be concerned about him not getting through the actual NFL training camp, Packers training camp coming up at the end of July?
In his defense, the bar is ultra low,
and I hate that. But hopefully this is just them celebrating the small wins, and it's not them being concerned that he can't stay healthy. The music here, by the way, Vier North jamming. I'm sorry, I get distracted. Jamming.
Yeah, they are playing the tunes. The bar is pretty filled up. I mean, the TVs are on. We've got Canada losing right now to Bosnia, 1-0.
Wow,
30 minutes into
I didn't know that.
Match. So that's something to keep an eye on, obviously. The U.S. game tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm sure Vier North will be packed to the gills for that one.
Packed to the gills, huh?
Packed to the gills.
Is that like
is that too much of a – yeah. Never heard that phrase before?
Maybe from you. There's a lot of weird phrases that you hear in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I mean, so I was obviously raised up north.
Yeah, and I was raised
to you. I was raised in Green Bay.
And we were raised in 2 different type of households.
Meaning?
Single parent, 2-parent household.
Was that necessary?
You know what I meant when I said that.
I don't think that was necessary.
You know what I meant when I said that.
What do you mean?
Black household, white household. Very, very different upbringing.
Okay, I actually thought you meant the first thing you said.
No, hell
single
no.
parent versus.
I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
We are live at
Maybe
Vier.
it did. I don't know.
I don't either.
I was talking about the fact that I grew up in Milwaukee in a black household. You grew up in Green Bay in a white household.
Maybe a little bit of different upbringing.
Just a little different.
To America situation, no doubt. Well, to Wisconsin situation. Maybe
to
America's.
Wisconsin's for sure.
Kyle Wallace, Alex Strouf with you live from Vier North.
My mom never said, you want to go get the milk?
Milwaukee's east side. Keep in mind they've got the summer solstice going on. Nosotros Tequila and Tito's Vodka bucket drinks. tropical fun drinks in a souvenir bucket. So that's something to keep an eye on throughout the summer here at Vier North. They are ringing in the nice weather with Summerfest coming up, which they also have shuttles to coming up less than a week away, 6 days away from the start of Summerfest.
Yeah.
The world's largest music festival, not far from here on Milwaukee's east side at Vier North, which is where we will be until 5 o'clock. We've got plenty more to get into before the end of the 2 o'clock hour. Kyle, I want to know your best hooky story because I have a really funny story that I'm not sure you're aware of.
Hooky, huh?
Coming up, but I do want to continue our Green Bay Packers talk coming up next on the other side. Kyle and Brust live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust
I think I need to take medicine. I've been sick for a month.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Father's Day is coming up, and let's be honest, Dad doesn't need another tie. Give him something he actually wants. New windows that lower energy bills, a durable new roof, beautiful siding, or a bath remodel he can brag about to every guest who visits. And during the Exterior Pros and Baths June savings event, you'll get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel here for Events by Design. If you're planning an annual meeting, leadership summit, product launch, or trade show, you already know the pressure is on. Events by Design takes those high-stake moments and turns them into immersive experiences that energize your audience and elevate your brand. They handle everything: designing, planning, production, ensuring your event is executed seamlessly. No stress, no scrambling, just a memorable experience that delivers. Get started today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Feels like the world is a little broken lately. Maybe all we need is a fix. Most spirits are acidic. Fix Vodka is different. Fix Vodka is the world's first high alkaline, acid-free vodka. Handcrafted with natural spring water and select grain. Clean, smooth, done right. Better water, better vodka. Get your local Fix.
Fix Vodka.
Enjoy responsibly.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers.
He's a former coach with 2 sons who played professional basketball. Satch Sullinger's a competitive individual, but his golf game was suffering because of painful joints.
Right, that's real important, the golf game. Right, as we get older, we create these bad habits because we're relegated to hit a certain way.
QC Kinetics used regenerative treatments, all natural healing properties from Satch's own body, to restore those damaged joints and get his golf game back on track.
QC Kinetics regenerative medicine is regenerating me, all natural, and that's what I'm about. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm better.
Oh, and by the way, looks like the competitive Satch is back.
We're all in the same boat, and I'm getting better, and I'm watching them stay old.
Go to QCkinetics.com. Get relief and your game back. Call for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Brust continues live from Vier North and Milwaukee's East Side. Alex Strouf in for Ben Brust, your cousin sub of the day, alongside my buddy Kyle Wallace.
I love being out, man. Yesterday we had fans coming up to us. Today we have fans coming up to us. I love it, man.
I love being out in the open. I love it.
That's why I'm going to be mad that I'm missing Summerfest.
Oh, yeah, you're getting married, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm missing it. I tried to politic to make the shows when I could do it, but I didn't win that battle.
It's after you get married?
Yeah. I'll be gone.
Damn.
Honeymooning.
Are you going to tell us where you're honeymooning?
I don't know. Let me talk to the fam.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't think that should be a problem.
Can I just ask one question?
Yeah.
Is it in the United States?
Nah.
Is it in North America?
I can't answer that. Speaking of, bro, like your lack of passports and lack of travel is crazy to me. When I asked you yesterday, where have you traveled to outside of America, and you told me Mexico, I said, bro, you can't.
Yeah, I went to one destination wedding in Mexico. That's my only international travel.
Why,
Not even international. That's my only out of United States travel.
Why? You see all these wonderful flags. You're about to watch the World Cup. You see all this greatness, all this culture across this globe, right? Like America, like United States of America,
Kyle,
North America aren't the only places on this globe.
You're doing the wrong thing.
What am I doing?
You're acting like I don't want to.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Those things cost money.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Brokey! My bad. I forgot.
I'm well-traveled in the United States.
That's good.
I think I've been to like 24 of the 50.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of
I'm
states.
proud of you for that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to knock out a lot of the America destinations while I'm young. And then when I grow up, and I'm never going to grow up. Who am I kidding?
I say skip steps.
Yeah. You have, because you're very well-traveled. Me, not so much, but we'll work on that eventually. Anyway, Kyle and Brust live from Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side. Matt LaFleur, is he a changed man or is he just saying things? That is ultimately the question, and that is the question I'm going to ask you after we hear from Matt LaFleur yesterday, talking about the big priority that they've been working on mini camps and OTAs, and that is closing out games. Here's Matt LaFleur yesterday.
I think it's just constantly being reinforced on a daily basis. We watched another tape that we made for them this morning. And just kind of keep hammering home the finish aspect, and I think the way you improve on that is you got to be conscious of it.
Kyle, I teased it before, but before I ask you the question that I'm going to ask you, I always say, what is the most important human quality? What do I always say?
Self-awareness.
And that sounds like a very self-aware Matt LaFleur. Fair?
Yeah.
They struggled with closing out games. Yeah. So, what's wrong?
No, the food. I think the food's coming in. It has a strong smell. But yeah, the Packers they failed finishing games last year, and that's why I think the Packers made the adjustments that they did during the offseason.
So is that empty words from Matt LaFleur, or is he a changed man?
No, I think this offseason he had to do a lot of self-reflection. A lot of y'all, you and Ben, really joked a lot about this whole going to Kohler, right? And the guys all meeting together, having Russ Ball, having Goody, having Matt LaFleur all kind of link up with Ed Policy and have a conversation about the future. Yeah, everybody joked about it. But I really do think that they had a legitimate conversation because, remember, Ed Policy was not in charge a year ago, even to this day. He wasn't employed. He was employed, but he wasn't the person that was calling all the shots. And so that was his first opportunity to evaluate, get together after a first season of him being in charge to have a conversation about what the future of this organization looks like. And I really think they were able to have honest, strong conversations, talk about where they want to move forward, and you kind of saw a lot of things be very different. The different thing talking about the Matt LaFleur saying he wanted to kind of redo the offense a little bit and go back to the basics. Looking at the signings and who they traded for, they got guys who are over 28 years old, which is a rarity in the Green Bay Packers. Hell, they signed somebody who was 33 years old. That is something they never did. So I think the approach the Green Bay Packers were taking is saying we have to change and evolve in order for us to be great. And they looked at the biggest issue they had last year was finishing games. And so what they did was they moved on from guys like Rashawn Gary. They moved on from guys like Quay Walker and Nate Hobbs, who weren't there to be able to finish games for them, and they brought in some experienced guys that have played in some big games or guys that just have played at a high level to say we're going to get some veterans that are going to finish games. So I think all around, yes, Matt LaFleur is serious about changing tune and fixing this team so they can be better off finishing games, so I do believe him.
I will say this. Matt LaFleur over the years, you and I can agree on this, has said a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
right? And things that need to change, it's on me, all that. He has done a lot of that. But I will say I've been impressed with his candor and demeanor this offseason because it seems like I always say the most important quality in a human is self-awareness.
Yeah.
And it feels like he is very self-aware of last year's shortcomings. They lost games they shouldn't have. They didn't close out games the way they should have. They ran plays that clearly weren't working to us when we're sitting on our couch watching it on the television or sitting here at Vier North watching it on the big screen. And we're like, hey, that hasn't worked all season. Why are we still doing this? Mm-hmm. And Matt LaFleur has made a point this offseason to talk about how things will be changing. Things will be changing. We're going to go back to a quote-unquote year one offense. We're going to rip it down to the studs and find our true identity and what we want our identity to be offensively. And I think that's an encouraging sign. Now, ultimately, when push comes to shove, you need to execute. You need to do these things when the season starts this fall. But all in all, I like what I'm hearing from Matt LaFleur when it comes to these things, and an emphasis on closing out games can never be a bad thing. I don't think it'll lead to more blown leads.
One thing I want Matt LaFleur to do, though, is I want there to be more of a level of competition and more of a level of intensity when it comes to accountability and guys wanting to compete. Like, I want these guys to walk out of practice where they want to fight each other. They want to fight each other because they're competitors. I want them to understand that there's going to be something on the line if they don't finish this game off, like as in going one-on-one or whatever it is, 2-minute drill. I want those guys to have passion. Not saying they didn't have it before, but there just needs to be a stronger heightened emphasis about being aggressive and about finishing and about playing 4 quarters of football, conditioning. Matter of fact, I want them to condition. I want them to do the 2-minute drill, condition, and get right back on the field and say, you better not lose again. Like, I want them to be challenged. I don't know if the NFL allows that now. I remember in high school.
Less than they ever have.
I remember in high school we had to all the.
Tausch talks about it. Tausch talks about it all the time. 9 to noon on Wilde and Tausch across these stations. They were doing 2-a-days back in the early aughts. You know, like that's just not how they run things anymore.
2-a-days is a day to pass. For
totally.
every level.
Now, when it comes to conditioning, LaFleur also spoke yesterday about how, I think it's a 40-something days until training camp starts, July 29th, the first date of training camp for the Green Bay Packers. But he said what they do in the next 40-something days is up to them. They need to be conditioned. They need to be working their tail off because when we get here, we're going to hit the ground running and ready to compete for a Super Bowl. So that's what they're looking for out of their players. So you are a believer in the Matt LaFleur reinvention project to a point. I mean, he's not fully reinventing himself, but some of the things he's been talking about this offseason are different than what we've heard in past offseasons.
Dude, even the whole concept of an organization, like I'm glad we stumbled across this because there has been an organizational mindset shift with the Green Bay Packers under Ed Policy, starting with the trade for Micah Parsons. But now even when you're talking about, think about it, it was all about committee, having as many guys as possible. The Packers let Romeo Doubs walk. They traded Tay Wicks when they could have kept Tay Wicks and didn't have to pay him an extra penny.
Right.
Extra penny because they decided that they were going to have their top 3 guys in being Matthew Golden, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed that were going to be the guys that they're going to distribute the ball to. They weren't going to try to feed everybody. They were just going to focus on the guys that they had. They had 5 wide receivers last year, and 4 of their wide receivers got paid. Like, think about that. You had 4 guys this offseason all making now, at this point, this offseason all got paid $10 million or more. Because the extension Tay Wicks got was over $10 million. Mm-hmm. You got the extension for Christian Watson, we know what it is. You know what Romeo Doubs got paid. We know what Jaden Reed got paid. That just shows you they had a lot of mouths to feed. They had shifted their mindset as an organization of what they're going to do, and I think it's going to have positive dividends for this team in the 2026 season.
So the way you're talking about that, I totally agree with everything you just said, but it seems to me that you believe Brian Gutekunst has actually changed his approach and his philosophy more so than the head coach.
I think there's a little bit more alignment, right? And I think it had to be a conversation where they said, hey, there's too many mouths to feed. Let's just focus on our top 3 guys at wide receiver. We know what we have with Tucker Kraft. They're going to move on from Luke Musgrave. But we know what we have with Tucker Kraft. That is going to be our focal point of the offense. I think that is what the mindset shift has been.
I agree. Scott and Racine on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776, 800-990-ESPN. Scott and Racine chimes in. I hope so in terms of Matt LaFleur's demeanor. But talk is cheap, as my dad always told me. Actions matter. That's Scott and Racine on Matt LaFleur talking about closing out games. You can get your feedback in on everything we're talking about, 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talking text line. Lists is more with our friends at Carbless. All right, Kyle. Have you ever played hooky?
Maybe.
Have you ever been caught playing hooky?
No.
I've got a story for you, and I'm sure others have stories for us. Have you been caught playing hooky? I want to hear that story because I've got one for you on the other side. 800-990-3776. Give us a call. Tell us about the time you got caught playing hooky because I'm not throwing anybody out of the bus, but somebody we both know may have gotten caught playing hooky yesterday.
Ben Brust?
We'll talk about that coming up next. It's Kyle and Brust live from Vier North on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
I mean, I love you both, but I find Kyle a little more spot on.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella-certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella, amore. Screaming Sicilian, screaming Sicilian, more.
Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
Selling your home is more than putting a sign in the yard. It's about having the right team beside you. I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams. We help relieve unnecessary stress with our team's expert listing process, strong negotiation skills, and fast, clear communication. Our white glove service experience is provided at every price point at every step of the way. Start your home journey today by searching online, Tony Wendorf. Tony Wendorf & Associates, a real estate team driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
Milwaukee Weight Loss knows the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day with no drugs or surgery, and they will show you how to keep it off for good. Get your confidence in your health back. Right now, $200 off summer special for limited time only. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com now to book your free consultation. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Meet Jim and Rita. We went on a motorcycle trip. But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident. They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital. Sometime later, Rita made a discovery. She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there? And amazingly, he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's. And I had my checkbook in my hand. But when he arrived there, and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty. Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty. It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty yourself at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust continues live from Vier North and Milwaukee's East Side. What a party going on here at Vier North ahead of the U.S. World Cup match tonight. 8 o'clock start for that one. As Kyle's got his World Cup fever.
Fever?
I'm going to have him explain the World Cup to me like I'm 7 at some point today. But I do want to talk about this, speaking of the World Cup. Alex Strouf in for Ben Brust, your cousin son of the day, alongside Kyle Wallace here on Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. The Carbless Talking text line is 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. And I would love to hear from you if you have a good story of getting caught playing hooky. Because so I'm gonna leave this person completely nameless, faceless, right?
I don't know.
He or she.
I don't know who you're talking about.
But a teammate of ours who we both know and work with very closely happened, and it is not Ben Brust. I will clear his name away.
Okay.
But he or she may have, gotten out of work a little early yesterday.
How early?
I would say probably around 1 or 2 o'clock.
Ooh, that's early.
Called it a day pretty early.
That's a half a day.
And this individual who said I could bring this on the air, he or she gave me permission, just don't use their name. And he or she went to a World Cup watch party yesterday.
Oh, wow.
At one of the most popular soccer bars near downtown Milwaukee.
Okay.
And this individual just said, I work hard. I'm just going to go watch this with a friend of mine. And, it's one day, right? It's just one day I'm going to go watch the World Cup, and that'll be that.
Mm-hmm.
Until this individual received multiple text messages that said, hey, I just saw you on the news. Fox 6 in Milwaukee was reporting live from said bar, and this individual was in the background of the live shot. Clear as day, you could tell who it was. Clear as day. I got a screenshot sent to me. It's unbelievable. So this person was immediately found out. Found out.
That is.
And this was on, I think, the 4 o'clock news. So the day the workday was not over yet. And this person got found playing hooky.
Who did they get found by? Their employer or like their boss? Or no?
I don't believe the boss had found out.
The boss. Well, I hope the boss doesn't know it's not listening.
I hope so too.
Because boy, oh boy.
That's why I'm keeping this very general. I'm not a rat. I'm not a narc. But I thought the story was hilarious.
You said the news station.
Yeah, but I don't think it's archived anywhere.
Okay.
I might be. I guess I don't know. I might be outing this person now.
But they gave you the green light.
Nonetheless,
Somebody got their pink slip. We know why.
This person got caught playing hooky accidentally by the news station, which I thought was very entertaining. It was a very entertaining story. Just kind of bad luck.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, that's awful. As somebody who used to be a manager, let one of my employees go ahead and leave work early, and I don't see them working. I see them out partying, having a good time. Oh, we having a conversation. We definitely having a conversation.
What's that conversation going to sound like?
Where were you? I couldn't find you around the office at 2:30 yesterday. I was looking for you. Oh yeah, I was out at a partner meeting, or I was out meeting with I had to go do this, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh really? And then I bring up the clip, and like, is this not you? You know me. Matter of fact, what did I do to you yesterday? I sent you a text message saying, I see you.
That's true. That did happen. You saw me at an establishment via
somebody else's Instagram story.
You haven't showed it to me. Can you show it to me?
I didn't get a chance to show it to you yet.
Okay, well, you're going to show it to me in the next break.
I would do that.
I would assume. So, have you ever played hooky?
Have I played hooky? Yeah, I played hooky before. I have.
What for? Like just an event, a sporting event, a concert?
I guess me playing hooky was just this is going to sound like real weird. Not weird. I played hooky to hang out with a lady. I took a sick day, so I don't know if that's like. And I wasn't
that's
sick.
playing hooky.
So I took a sick day because I wanted to hang out with a lady. So I decided I was going to take a sick day and hang out with a lady because I didn't want to have to use my vacation days at one of my old jobs. So I decided I was like, you know what, I'm sick today.
And you weren't caught.
No, I used a sick day.
This is a Netflix and chill day.
I was sick. What you mean?
So you were kind of behaving like you were sick.
I was sick of going to work that week. So I decided, you know what? I'd rather
I'm going to go hang out with the lady.
Yeah, I'm going to lay up.
Have you ever been caught playing hooky? Would love to hear those stories. 800-990-3776, 800-990. ESPN is your way into Kyle and Brust talking. Have you ever played hooky before?
That's crazy. Have you? And you outed somebody at our job. Have you played hooky before, Strouf?
To be honest, I was thinking about this when I heard this story this morning because I was like, I know our fans are all out there. They're all crazy people.
Wedding call.
And as crazy as I am, I don't know that I can nail down a time playing hooky. I was scared out of it in high school because my brother would call – me and my brother went to different high schools.
Mm-hmm.
And he would call his high school and deepen his voice.
Oh, come on
say,
now.
Hello, this is Mr. Strouf. My brother's name is Austin. Austin's going to be sick today. And
Did they
worked.
fall for it? Oh,
Yeah,
my
it
gosh.
worked.
That's cool.
And he would do it all the time.
Was your brother a little nuisance inside the classroom?
He was a nuisance, period.
Well, that's
he
what
still
they said.
is. My brother's still a nuisance.
They laugh. See, this is what people don't understand. Kids don't understand that people know that you playing, that's not who it is. But guess what? We ain't got to deal with Austin today. You know, Austin ain't home. As somebody who used to work in the school system, it was a breath of fresh air when that little badass kid wasn't at school that day. I was in the summer program. That's when I knew most of the kids. When they weren't coming to like, oh, my goodness, thank goodness. It is so much more peaceful when you're not here. So if you thought your brother was getting away with something, no, they are allowing that. What the teacher going to say? Well, if your mom was to find out or your dad was to find out, they say, oh, we thought it was you. Put it back on the kid.
Mm-hmm. Well.
So you never played hooky at all, ever? You never skipped anything?
Maybe I pretended to be sick once, but like.
Oh, yeah, wasn't pretend to be sick in my household.
That didn't really work in mine either. I think that's what we have in common as mothers who were teachers.
Yeah. Oh, so you had to go. Yeah. My dad went to work first. My mom went to work, and you know what they told me? Whenever I was sick, my mom said, "Just give it a try. If not, I'll come pick you up." My mom was a principal.
Oh, she was good at that.
She wasn't picking me up. I was just sitting. I remember I used to sit inside the nurse's office. And then I was like, I sit there for hours. It's like, I don't think your mom's coming. I said, yeah, I'm going to just go back to class. I might as well. I took me a nap already.
The Packers might have a kicking issue on their hands, and somebody might have a hooky issue on their hands. If you have any hooky stories, getting caught playing hooky, hit us on the Cardinals Talking text line, 800-990-3776, 800-990-ESPN, your way in on your hooky stories. But we will talk about the kicking issue. I'm going to be negative. Spoiler alert. Coming up next, Kyle and Brust, ESPN Wisconsin, live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Brust talking about our great friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Conveniently located in between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch the action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get you in free with a paying adult at the gate and camp on site all weekend long. IndyCar is must-see and is coming up on June 18th through the 21st. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com to get tickets.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plans set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
We are the home of green and gold off-season coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
Kyle and Brust continues live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. I'm Alex Strouf in for Ben Brust, your cousin sub of the day, alongside Kyle Wallace. I didn't do Ben's thing either day. Say what's up, Kyle.
Hey, what's happening? It's a beautiful Friday, and Vier North food is delicious. These wings.
I told you. I didn't sell them short, did I?
You did not sell them short. The wings were so good. You know I love a good happy hour. I said, let me go see what their happy hour menu look like. If these wings on happy hour price, I don't know how much they cost, but I need them.
Yeah, they're good.
I need them.
I wasn't lying to you. Was not lying to you. Make sure you stop out Vier North. Shuttles to Milwaukee baseball games, the Summerfest, which starts next week. Here on Milwaukee's east side. It's a great spot. Great location, beautiful weather, great patio area as well. So make sure you come on out and celebrate the weekend here at Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. We were talking about hooky stories. A teammate of ours accidentally got ratted out by the local
I didn't
news.
ask you during the break.
Oh, you can ask me next break. But John in Milwaukee on the Cardinals Target text line, 800-990-3776, has a hooky story. This could go anywhere. John, you were on Kyle and Brust on the Cardinals Target text line. Go ahead, John.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing good, John.
So I got a hooky story for you. When I went to John Marshall High School on the northwest
All
side
right,
of
now I
Milwaukee.
grew up next
When I
to
was,
John Marshall High School. What year you graduate?
I'm an old fart. 1969.
Oh yeah, okay. I grew up in the '90s.
Yeah. So
shout out to that.
So we were me and three other guys. We were all freshmen. I think we were 16 years old. We were going to run away from home. So we were going to drive to Missouri. I don't know why Missouri, but we were going to dig this underground fort and live in the fort. So anyway, we bought this car that the same day from some older guy. Sold us this old beat up Nash Rambler that barely ran for $25. We went over to the grocery store and bought a six-pack of Pepsi, a loaf of Wonder Bread, and a package of bologna, and headed out to our adventure. Ended up not going to Missouri, but started driving toward Holy Hill for some reason. We sat around, drank the Pepsi and ate the bologna sandwiches and decided that we were going to go back home. So we missed the whole day of school. We got suspended for that, but that's my hooky story.
Was it the best bologna sandwich of your life, John?
Bologna sandwiches back then were so good. I mean, just white bread and bologna and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch that stuff now. It's horrible for you. But back then it was the food of the gods.
I totally agree, John. I appreciate
John.
the
Before you go, this probably isn't great radio. Do you remember on the backside of the John Marshall parking lot where they had that hill outside of the classrooms?
Yeah.
I grew up literally
absolutely.
kitty corner away from there. So I grew up sledding down that hill. My house was right there on the corner of 66 and Hope. This is great.
So I walked past your house, or what would become your house, every day. I grew up around 74th and Hampton, but I had to walk to school.
All right, now see, I like John.
So
I like John.
John,
Yeah.
I appreciate the phone call. Now I'm a little bit confused, Kyle.
Old school. They got suspended for skipping school.
Kyle, hold on. You were
Walk to school.
You were like the most private guy in the world.
I don't live there anymore, and I lived there years ago.
Oh, your parents don't live there either?
No, they don't live there.
Okay, good.
We moved from that house back in the late 90s.
I think you got so excited hearing John Marshall High School that you just outed your parents. Let's let the hooky stories roll. 800-990-3776. Let's go to Broadhead. Troy and Broadhead. Your hooky story. Go ahead, Troy.
Playing hooky.
So when I was in high school, I was probably the ultimate at hooky. I was probably a little bit ill-advised, but so I had a system where I would go into school about an hour and a half to 2 hours late, and then I would bring a signed note because I had mastered my father's signature. And it wasn't until the end of the semester that my father found out that I had been signing his name because I had to get my report card signed. And he was like, I don't get it. You got all A's and B's. Why do you have to have this signed? And I go, I don't know. I kind of played dumb. And then he flipped it over. And when he saw that I had missed 37 and a half days second semester of my junior year, he was a little upset with me.
What'd he do to you?
I don't think I can say on the radio, but there were a few names that were thrown out. And, he wasn't a physical man. He was a very nice man, but I deserve that one.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense. Appreciate the story, Troy.
I love that. I
37 and a half days.
I was too big of a wuss to skip school, and I remember in high school we had our not senior skip day. We all did senior.
You
skip
realize
day.
that's like one of every 3 days.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's ridiculous. He skipped. Like he skipped plenty of school. I literally was going to go get, because we had this whole battle in our school. I was going to leave school to go to Walgreens to go get a Super Soaker, but I got caught. I got caught getting ready to leave the school, and I'm like, thank goodness I did. But I was so nervous to leave, and
just to get a water gun.
I was gonna get a water gun and come back. We're gonna have a water fight in the school building.
Well, that's funny.
I was so nervous. I was so nervous to get caught that when you move awkwardly, people notice you. And I got noticed by a teacher like, wait, what are you doing? You moving kind of weird.
Yeah.
Fun times though.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Well, very good. Your hooky stories, 800-990-3776, 800-990-ESPN.
You never skipped class before?
I probably did, but I don't know that I have any notable stories.
Yeah.
I wasn't a bad boy.
Nah, you're good. Despite what you try to portray, you're a goody two shoes. You can be a little bit. You can try some things, experimental, but you're a good kid.
Yeah.
Even though you got kicked out of your school, you're a good kid.
I didn't get kicked out of my school.
Didn't you almost get kicked out? What happened?
No, that was my brother.
Oh, your brother got kicked out of school.
I never got kicked out of school.
I thought the principal hated you.
The principal did hate me. I got kicked out of sporting events because I was the loud, obnoxious guy in the front row that was saying things you probably shouldn't say at high school sporting events.
Oh, well.
It's very passionate, School spirit guy.
Good school spirit.
Good school spirit guy. We are live at Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, taking in the beautiful weather and getting ready for the U.S.'s first World Cup match coming up tonight at 8 o'clock against, say it correctly?
Oh, Paraguay.
I still don't think that's right.
Paraguay.
I think that's right.
You asking the wrong one.
I don't know that I'm the right one.
That's true. I don't. Where we at?
We will talk kicking battle. We will get into Guess Who coming up next. But first, Kyle, tell us about your friends over at Steinhoffels.
Oh, listen, if you are looking to upgrade your home when it comes to getting furniture, whether you're trying to get a mattress, whether you're trying to get a couch, whether you're trying to get something just to design your home, you already know where to go. Steinhoffels. They are Wisconsin's mattress leader, but they are also a staple right here in the state of Wisconsin. Me and my girl, we got our queen mattress from Steinhoffels, and it was the best decision we ever made. The mattress is so comfortable. It was so affordable. The delivery process was easy, and you already know. You know the brand, you know the name, but they deliver the quality you always need. And right now, you can sleep better with a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffels. And right now, when you upgrade to a King adjustable base set, you'll get a free foundation or $500 instant savings. Plus, with Steinhoffels 60-month financing, Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at just $32 a month. And here's a bonus. You can stop in and test rest a Beauty Black mattress, and you can get a $20 gas card. Yep, a $20 gas card just for test resting a Beauty Rest mattress. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. And always remember, Steinhoffels is Wisconsin's mattress leader.
He is Kyle Wallace. I'm Alex Strouf, your cousin sub of the day, in for Ben Brust here on Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. And bad on me. You haven't yelled at me yet.
What happened?
Bad on me.
What did you do?
We're over an hour into the show, and neither of us have mentioned that Jacob Mizorowski's back on the mound tonight for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Miz Day.
He is. And is this the day he got called up last year?
Yes, it's the 1-year anniversary, and he pitches tonight. So he has only been in the MLB for a year.
That's what
He has how many of the fastest pitches? He is an all-star appearance. He's a Cy Young candidate right now.
This is why I was trying to tell people what he was doing in the last year was incredible. He is better today than what he was a year ago before he got to the majors. Just let that sink in. He is significantly a better pitcher in the majors than what he was in the minors.
7-2 record on the year, only a 1.50 ERA. Has pitched 78 innings. Has a league-leading 116 strikeouts.
Crazy.
As Jacob Mizorowski goes for win number 8 tonight against the Philadelphia Phillies. That weekend series kicks up at American Family Field. 6:40 first pitch tonight, which, of course, you can hear right here on 100.5 ESPN in Madison and on our sister station, 620 WTMJ in Milwaukee, and really statewide on 620 WTMJ. You remember a lot of what you said this week?
Yes. No. Maybe so. We'll find out.
We sure will. Guess who? One of our favorite games, Out of Context Kyle, is coming up next as we play a game of Guess Who. That's next on Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Roughishly.
What two words did he combine? He wanted to combine partially with rough.
Yeah, roughishly.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
On 43 northbound, we have the off-ramp to Brown Deer Road closed because of a crash, so you do want to be careful with that. So we do have southbound 41 backing up from Highway 145 all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound is backing up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. Southbound 43 also heavy from Hampton down through the Marquette interchange. Eastbound 94 backing up from 70th Street all the way to 35th. Westbound from 35th to Holly Road. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast tonight, mainly clear with a low of 62. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Afternoon storms are likely with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus. Any make, any model, any condition. You'll be surprised at how much you'll get for your trade at the Cunis Trade-Up event, happening now at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis dealerships in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. That's right. Any make, any model, any condition. Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus and take advantage of great new vehicle specials from Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick. Looking for value? Shop over 3,000 pre-owned vehicles group-wide with models for every lifestyle and payments for every budget. Plus, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. The Cunis Trade-Up event is happening now. Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus. Any make, any model, any condition. For a limited time only. Find your nearest location at shopcunis.com.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's Mike with Infinity Exteriors. I've seen it all, Wisconsin. Sketchy sales gimmicks for low-quality windows, siding that costs more than a new home, fly-by-night roofers. 60,000 happy customers made a better choice. Infinity Exteriors roofing, siding, and windows all come with our lifetime workmanship warranty, no overcharges, and transparent pricing. At Infinity Exteriors, we're on a mission to save our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust continues live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. Alex Striff, your cousin, sub of the day in for Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace.
Woo, Vier North came through. Not going to lie. The atmosphere is great, but the food is better.
So you've had wings. You now just had a slice of the barbecue bacon burger. You've had some fries. You've had some cloud bread. They're making a king out of you here today.
They really are. That's how I love to be treated. Vier North knows what it is. It's the old where Bertucci's used to be at, but now Vier North, it is beautiful. They got the garage door, so you have the wind coming in. It's a beautiful day here today as well. Food's great. Atmosphere is great. Watching soccer like this is awesome. My old stomping grounds used to be over here on North Avenue when I was a youngin'.
Yeah.
I was like 21 years old. So it was great to be back here, man. I'll be back.
It is an absolutely awesome location, one of my favorite spots in the city here at Vier North and Milwaukee's East Side. So come on out and join us as we get ready for World Cup action tonight as the U.S. will take on
Paraguay.
Something
Paraguay.
like that.
Forget it. This is America.
All right, every Friday at this time,
Paraguay.
3:15, we take a listen to what Kyle Wallace said, and we see if Kyle Wallace remembers what he said. It's time to play Guess Who?
Out of context and completely out of control.
She knew he was cheating.
One voice, endless confusion.
It's just you don't mind just being okay. Look at you.
Who is Kyle talking about this time?
At a certain point, you're going to have to take that disrespect and say, bleep everybody.
It's Guess Who on Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, that you don't mind just being okay line hits a little bit differently when you're sitting 6 inches from me, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I'm like, ooh, that's a little harsh.
Oh, really?
But it's entertainment.
Just a little
just
harsh.
Keeps coming. So now we just had the burger. The bacon cheeseburger was delicious. The wings were delicious. That chicken sandwich looked great. Sweet potato fries. Oh.
I don't like the interns. We have some interns with us, and they're being scared to eat. You guys can eat. Go ahead. Dive in. We got plenty of food, and they need to understand how good Vier North is, so they need to dive in. Anyway, all right, let's get going. Guess who? I've got 5 clips for you this week, Kyle. I'm going to set the over/under line at 2.5.
I'm going to get over that.
2.5.
I was confident this week.
All right, let's start with clip number 1.
Okay, can I just say losing a pet?
There it is,
No.
When Kyle says, "Can I just say?" it usually means he's going to say something he regrets. So please go on.
Kyle, what did you say?
Can you play it again? Okay, can I just say losing a pet?
There it is,
No.
When Kyle says, "Can I just say?" it usually means he's going to say something he regrets. So please go on.
I remember when I said this. It had to do something. It was something offensive I was about to say.
Yeah, it sure was, and we're about to hear it again once you make a guess.
Can I just say, losing all the bets, something with money. Dang it! I remember saying this because it had to do something with. I'm sure I said something disrespectful.
What was it about?
Probably about women.
That is incorrect.
Ooh,
you are 0 for 1 to start.
Goodness.
0 for 1 to start. You misheard yourself. You said losing all the pets. P-E-T-S.
Oh, the pets. That's what it was.
And this is what you had to say about pets that unfortunately pass away for some reason this week. Take a listen.
Losing a pet is devastating. It is gut-wrenching. It is terrible because it is part of your life and it's part of your family.
But
y'all be replacing these dogs like nothing happened. Y'all do be. I just saw.
Oh, you're doubling down on that.
No. I'm saying, listen, losing a pet is hard. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that typically after you lose a pet, you replace them. It's much easier to replace a pet than it is a human. You gotta work. You gotta put in work to make a child. Then you gotta wait 9 months a lot of times for the child to come. It's a lot of work.
Okay, you are 0 for 1, so need to go 3 for these last 4.
Start. I gotta listen.
Need to go 3 for these last 4. Let's move on to clip number 2.
Yeah, I could, or I couldn't.
You could or couldn't what?
Bro, what?
I will give you this hint.
I could, or I couldn't.
I told you to do something, and you responded, I could or I couldn't. What did I tell you to do?
I could. You asked me to do what? And I said I could or I could. Woo, boy, what a week. This was a week. You asked me to do something, and I said I could, what I could. What did Strouf ask me to do this week? You got me stumped here, man. I'm looking you in your eyes, and I'm trying to figure out.
It is something that has bothered me about you for a long time. That's your hint.
Oh, I'm mean to you?
No.
I can't read.
That's also incorrect. You are 0 for 2. You're on Guess Who. This is what I asked you to do.
I just got one today, a day late. Happy birthday from my frat brother, 06. I'm going to say thank you. I don't have his number saved, but I know who it is.
Save the number.
Yeah, I could or I couldn't.
I told you to save your numbers because after my fiance texted you happy birthday, your reply was, thanks. Who is this? I don't have this number saved.
I didn't. And in my defense, my cousin just called me and texted me, and I don't have her number saved. Look at this long message she gave me.
No way, Strouf. He doesn't have your fiance's number saved?
Bro,
No,
why would I
right.
have his fiance's number saved? You explain
no,
that to me.
Andrew Zimmel was filling in back at the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio who just chimed in there. Zim, you should just ask Kyle Wallace simply if he has your number saved.
Kyle, you
Go ahead,
got my
ask
number
him.
saved?
I know what it start with. I know how to find you.
Oh, come on.
I know how to find.
here's
I
the
don't
thing.
have me. I know the first 3 digits without looking.
And
that's all I need.
This is why it bothered me, Zim, is Kyle and I have worked together, at least in some capacity, for over 5 years.
I didn't save his number for years.
Dude, you didn't save my number until I moved to Milwaukee and became the producer of the show.
I needed to find you more often.
We had worked together for over 3 years.
We did a whole Packers pregame show together for a whole season.
Correct.
Yeah.
And my number starts with 920, which is not that abnormal in this part of the state.
It was a little difficult to find you sometimes. That's why I had to say, because you had there's quite a.
So, Zimmel, the reason I bring this back up for the second time this week is because he has done this forever. He has not saved numbers.
I know all my friends' people. I know all their numbers by heart. If you ask me one of my friends, I can rattle it off. It's the ones that change their numbers that I just said, I'm too old for this. But I know. Listen, if I ever got into a bind where my phone ran out of battery, I know I can call everybody. I know Zimmel's first 3.
You don't need to out him like that.
And here's the problem, is that because I saved my fiance's number right away, I had trouble remembering the last 4 digits. And so I would get them all mixed up because I didn't put myself through that. But I remember a lot of people's numbers.
Okay, you got to go perfect the rest of the way if you're hitting the over.
Okay, yes.
It is time for clip number 3.
Y'all sniffing markers over here, I see. Yes.
Why did you tell me and Ben we're sniffing markers?
Because you guys are weird and loopy type guys, and you guys you guys just acting real weird at that point.
I'm gonna need something more specific.
There was a smell that Ben liked or something like that, and I said, "Oh, y'all like to sniff markers." And I remember Ben said, "Yeah, I sniff markers." You said you sniff markers too.
I never said I sniff markers.
You did say you sniff markers.
Ben said he sniffed
and then
markers.
you said you sniff. You like the smell of markers too. Play the clip. It's in there.
His favorite smell. I think a lot of people would put like gasoline or campfire.
Yeah, a lot of people put gasoline as your favorite smell.
Oh, I love the smell of gas. Am I
do too,
weird?
but I wouldn't put it as my favorite.
It's
crazy. And then later on, I said markers, and you said markers.
And then Ben said, I loved sniffing Sharpies back in the day.
And I thought you said you loved the smell.
No, I said what?
Yeah.
No. I'm a gasoline guy. So I'm gonna give you a
half
half point.
I knew, but you weirdo.
I'm gonna give you a half point. We were
Weirdo.
making fun of your birthday survey that was sent out to our entire office.
Yes.
And you said your favorite app when they were asking about phone apps was
Wings.
You didn't say Wings. You said something like that though.
No, Kung Pao shrimp.
Oh yes.
Firecracker
shrimp was your favorite phone app because you were hungry clearly when you filled that out. Let's move on to clip number 4.
This one, you're like, I had a class. I said, by the way, I was like, look at Ben actually having to try in one class.
No.
Oh yeah, this is when Ben.
It's not about the class.
It's about the word Ben learned.
And what was the word?
It was regression. He knew what regression was.
That is
because he
correct.
had a class. Yeah, now I remember that because I was surprised.
You were on the board with a full point. Now we got a phone call from, I'm blanking on the guy's name. I had it written down before.
Oh gosh, he works for some company.
But he called us.
Times guy.
Yeah,
no, New York.
The,
Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal. He was on the front page of the Wall Street. Emmanuel in Milwaukee,
Emmanuel.
who called in, and he effectively said that because Ben said that they regressed forward, and we're like, that would be succession. That would be improvement. That would not be regression. And Emmanuel in Milwaukee called in and said, technically Ben's right. Take a listen.
He did.
This is basically what you're dealing with a question here. When he uses the term regression, it's the difference between are you using the technical definition or how it's commonly used every day. Because the technical definition is just to go back. So you could go back down and you could go back up.
The technical definition, you could go back up if you regress.
It's so crazy that regression is used only one way.
Well, here's the thing that should actually just irritate you. It shouldn't be that you don't truly understand what regression means, because I don't think anybody does. The fact of the matter is, Ben got lucky and acted like he knew it the whole time.
I don't think it was the way he thought, but he knew it. He was in the realm of possibility. I got Ben. I'm going to defend Ben a little bit. He knew a little bit something. I was surprised.
Kyle.
I was surprised. That's how I knew. That's how.
How long have you worked with Ben Brust?
No. Because he was standing on business. He was like, no. He said, look it up, check it. He was so confident.
Yep. All right, final clip, and there's no context for this one. Just
Okay.
final clip.
Meet me in the club. It's going down. Meet me in the trap. Going down.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace.
One more time.
Meet me in the club. It's going down. Meet me in the trap. Going down.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace.
And I left that last part in because you could tell Ben wanted no part of your shenanigans.
He didn't know the song.
Why were you singing that
Well,
song?
we came back and did somebody said going down. I think somebody said going down. Something triggered me to do that. Ben said something.
And what were you stuck on related to that song?
Going down, meet me in the trap. What
You just did it.
The dance.
Yeah, you were stuck on the dance.
I was
you were
doing
like,
the
Ben,
dance.
you know the dance? And I was doing the dance.
Yeah, you was doing the dance. Yeah. Young Jock, Young JOC. Yeah. What about, that I knew what happened there.
I think we have a push this week in Guess Who, 2.5.
We do. I won't debate that. I think we do. Congratulations to me. I get to eat wings from Vier North.
Yes, you do. Vier North is the absolute best. We are live here at Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, as you can hear Kyle eating wings in the middle.
You know how crunchy that is?
That's so crunchy.
That's a well-cooked wing.
I've been telling you for weeks how good these wings are. And
I ignored you.
Yeah, you did. And now you can't ignore me
No
anymore.
more.
They've got all sorts of wing flavors as well. Hot honey garlic, sweet chili, gochujang, Korean pepper, barbecue, buffalo, and garlic parm. Your options for sauces on those delicious wings. They've also got all sorts of other appetizers, including their signature appetizers. Did you try the cloud bread that I've been talking about? The cloud bread.
It was good.
It's a big puffy piece of bread. I think there's like some hot honey on there.
There's
some
some
cheese.
sweet.
It's absolutely terrific. It's their signature appetizer. It's puffed pita bread, honey butter. That's what that is. Fresh Parmesan and parsley. And we also just tried barbecue bacon burger, which we just tried, which was delicious as well. Little onion ring action on there as well.
Ooh.
So Vier North, Milwaukee's east side. You can check out their website, viernorth.com, for more information. All right, kicker talk. Ryan Longwell, the former all-time leading scorer for the Packers until Mason Crosby broke that, was on with Wildy and Touch for like 40 minutes this morning. Really intriguing.
He sound old.
Well, he's 51, 52.
It's crazy.
Is that old?
Dude, like
What is old?
Old is 40. Once you're 40, you're old.
You're almost old.
Yeah, no, brother, I know that. Because once you get to 40, you're getting closer to death.
Okay, well, that was morbid.
That's
Ryan
true.
Longwell on Trey Smack's early season struggles. We dive into that. Coming up next, Kyle and Brust, ESPN Wisconsin, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust
Ben is crazy. Strouf is emotional. I don't want to get in between none of this.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
43 southbound is slowing down, starting at about Good Hope Road, past Bender Road. You're back on the brakes from Hampton down through the Marquette interchange, and some more delays on 4394 southbound heading past Lincoln. On the southbound side of 41, we've got backups from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive, northbound from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. We've also got some delays along eastbound 94 as you're making your way from 70th Street all the way to 35th, westbound from 35th Street to Hawley Road. We've also got a crash, 41 northbound, right at the ramp from North Avenue. The left shoulder is blocked. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast tonight, mainly clear with a low of 62. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Afternoon storms are likely with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Remember how you felt when you were 25? Your morning workouts were a breeze. You had a drive that kicked in way before your first cup of coffee. Does it feel like you're losing your edge? You know, it might not be your age. It could be low testosterone. At Mentality, we'll get to the bottom of what's really going on and build a personalized plan using testosterone replacement and peptide therapies to help restore your energy, focus, and drive. Get back to being the guy you used to be. Book your appointment with Mentality at lowtusa.com. Again, that's lowtusa.com.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this. And Summit Credit Union's got you.
This 4th of July, crack open something made for the red, white, and blissful. The new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety 8-pack is here just in time for America's 250th birthday, featuring 4 nostalgic flavors: strawberry, cherry, grape, and apple. It's the taste of backyard barbecues, fireworks at dusk, and long summer weekends packed into every can. This Independence Day, bring the nostalgia and bring the bliss with the new Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack from Carbliss. Available now at your local retailer or online at drinkcarbliss.com.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
The last weekend in June, experience the excitement as the Epson Tour's rising stars compete in the Island Resort Championship at Sweetgrass, the ultimate fan-friendly golf event with great views and chances to meet the next generation of LPGA players. Tickets are $10 and kids get in free. June 26th through the 28th, the Island Resort Championship at Sweetgrass. For tournament details and to explore our premier golf destination, visit islandresortgolf.com today.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust continues live from Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. Alex Strouf, your cousin, sub of the day, in for Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace. The Carbliss Talk and text line is 800-990-3776, 800-990-ESPN. And a big part of the conversation this week has been Trey Smack.
Smack that all on the floor, smack that. Give me some more, smack that.
But has but he smacked it outside of the uprights quite often the last 2 weeks.
I love Trey Smack that. He's listen. What we not gonna do is
he's smacking that thing in the wrong direction.
No, he's trying some things. I keep trying to tell you. So what you did not tell me yesterday is yes, he might have missed a kick in 2-minute drill, but you know what Matt LaFleur did right after that? He missed a 35-yarder. He moved him back 15 yards, and what did he do? Nail a 50-yard.
So are you telling me he's only good from not extra point range?
What I'm telling you is that
they're going to be going for 2-point conversions a lot this year.
What I'm telling you is maybe Trey Smack needs to work on the accuracy. The power is there. The leg is there. Accuracy, you can work on that. You can get that figured out. Well, you know what's going to make you happy? Yeah, he might miss a 40-yarder, but when he drills a 62-yarder, you're going to be, whoo.
I just know they have a guy on the roster who he's, quote-unquote, competing against who holds the Packers record for the longest field goal ever made. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, there's not a competition.
So former Packers kicker Ryan Longwell joined Wilde and Tausch this morning for an at-length conversation about kicking and how you make sense of all of it.
The
right?
Longwell legend.
The Longwell legend. And he talked about actually talking to Trey Smack and what we can expect as training camp looming just a couple of weeks away. Here's Ryan Longwell on Wilde and Tausch.
I actually worked out Trey back in the day when he was coming out of high school amongst other guys, and so I kind of got a feel for him back then. I followed his career because I thought he had a really good skill set. And then after he was drafted, by the Pack, obviously, there's a common bond. So I texted him again and kind of reached out, reconnected, and then we were at a charity event this weekend, and I said, let's chat. And to his credit, he was an open book. He's like, I'm going to need you. I'm going to want your help. And I said, I started off by saying, listen, this is your gig. I don't want to be any part of this. Like, I don't want to be anybody that's overbearing, but I'm willing to help in each and every way I possibly can. You know, there's this island that the kickers are on that, you know, we kind of need a guy like Trey who's going into, quite frankly, one of the tougher places to kick. Like, you know, let's help him avoid the potholes that like I just discovered, you know, that Conway went through, that Anders went through, that Daniel Carlson went through, that Dave Rayner went through. Like, you can watch film of those guys versus, you know, myself and Mason and Jackie. There's a distinct difference in ball flight. And to me, that's the golden ticket. But you have to be able to train it and teach it and have eyes on it to be like, nope, that's not the way. Let's do this.
There you go. There's Ryan Longwell this morning with Wilde and Tausch. What do you make of that?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that Trey Smack was open to it. I love the fact that they had this relationship, and it makes me feel like destiny might be working out, because I love the fact that he has an opportunity to work with a guy who kicked in Lambeau, who can give him some tips, who also can be a mentor. I think he's absolutely right about these kickers being on an island. I mean, we've heard many stories about how the kickers are kind of just doing their own thing, hanging out during training camp. It'd be good to have somebody on your side where maybe you miss a kick and nobody is a lonely time because nobody's talking to you. You can talk to Ryan Longwell. So I think this is great that Ryan Longwell is in his corner more than just having a coach. It's always great to have somebody who can cheer you on and encourage you. It's nothing better than having a guy who can encourage you, be in your corner, but also have the experience of kicking the exact same stadium, the exact same elements that he did. The fact that he could already evaluate, hey, what me, Mason Crosby, and Chris Jackie got right versus what those other guys got wrong, I can tell you exactly what that is, and we can tinker some things, and we can help you along the way. So I think it is solid that Trey Smack, has Ryan Longwell in his corner. I think that'll pay dividends for the Green Bay Packers. So, hell, this might be the best thing that happened to him versus just getting drafted, but having somebody who actually kicked in NFL, because kicked in
Lambeau Field, more importantly.
Yeah, exactly. Cam Achord, he's just a coach, right? He's not a field goal kicker. But Ryan Longwell was a field goal kicker and a dang good field goal kicker as well, as you alluded to him being the points leader before Mason Crosby broke it. So I think this is a big thing for Trey Smack.
I think it's interesting, and I view this as a good thing that Trey Smack and Ryan Longwell connected, and I didn't realize the past they had together. But for Trey Smack to go out his way and say, hey, I might need you, it tells me he's aware things are not going super well so far.
I think it's more so just –
he's just trying some things.
No. I don't think it has to do with things aren't going too well. I think it just has to do with Ryan Longwell. When you got Big Bro, when you have somebody that's like your mentor, somebody you look up to, somebody playing in the NFL, and they see you and they text you telling you congratulations, and they say, hey, if you ever need something, hit me up, he's going to say, yeah, I'm definitely going to hit you up because I'm trying to do what you did. Like, I'm not just trying to kick it in NFL. I want to be the all-time points leader. Like, I want this to be longevity. I want to be here for a very long time. And so this is a resource that a lot of people don't have. Anders didn't have a resource of being able to go to Ryan Longwell simply because him and Ryan worked together when he was a kid. So that's why I don't think it was Trey Smack saying, oh, things aren't going well. I think it was Trey Smack saying, this guy offered to lend me a hand. I'm going to take it because he literally had the career I want to have.
For those of you that have been out of the loop the last 24-plus hours, Packers mandatory minicamp is in the books, and it ended this way. This from Rob Domofsky on Twitter, and I am not ad-libbing. Yikes! It's always good when a tweet starts that way.
Not good.
Now I'm ad-libbing. Yikes! At the end of 2-minute drill, Trey Smack missed a 35-yard field goal left after LaFleur decided to kick on 4th and 1 from the 17 with 20 seconds left in a 3-point game. LaFleur then had Smack kick a 50-yard field goal, and that was good.
Again, he made.
Are they just not going to kick extra points this year? He can't make anything.
Oh my gosh, you are the worst when it comes to overreacting, over-exaggerating things, dude. Like, calm down.
But Kyle,
the sky is not falling.
I understand every player.
He made a 50-yarder.
Kyle, I understand that every player is a different player, but we have done this as Packers fans too many times in past years with rookie kickers. How many 50-yard field goals did Braden Narvison make his preseason, his rookie year? A bunch of them.
All right, so what you're saying is it doesn't matter. It just matters what you do during the game. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. If it makes you feel better that he's better from long distance, then the Packers should false start every single time and then kick it from longer. Does that make you feel better?
If that's what you're making it sound like that's what they should do.
No.
You said I'm not concerned about the 35-yard miss. He made the 50. That's what you just said.
No, what I'm saying.
So you're the one making the case they should false start every time.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not overly concerned in June. The Packers the kid was the best kicker in the NFL draft for a reason. And so I'm going to trust that the folks who get paid to evaluate, I'm going to trust Goody that they made the right decision with Trey Smack. But I also leave open the opportunity, if he sucks, that I'm going to criticize Goody and the Packers, because this is a huge move. Like the drafting of him, you have to get it right. Like, you absolutely have to get this right. And the fact that the Green Bay Packers are still kicking their tires on a field goal kicker 3-4 years after Mason Crosby left, it sucks. So the fact that we're having this conversation falls on Goody. So if it goes right, I'll praise Goody. If it goes wrong, I'll criticize Goody. But it's going to fall on his shoulder because this was his decision.
Yeah, it sure was. And again, I know Jason Wilde asked him about this after the draft. Why do we continually go through this never-ending, seemingly, cycle of crap? You did it with Anders Carlson. You did it with Braden Arvison. Brandon McManus brought a tad bit of stability there for about a year and a half, but then blew it in the playoff game.
When it mattered most.
And now you're going back to the rookie kicker which scares the crap out of me.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why it scares the crap out of you, but you got to start somewhere. And as Goody said, hey,
but this is a team that wanted to win a Super Bowl, Kyle.
I would agree. I would agree that you're better suited probably trying to go for a young veteran. But these kickers are hard to get. Like, most of the times when these kickers are on a team and they're young, they keep them around as long as they can. Like, it's not often that you see a guy like a Brandon Aubrey hit free agency. Like, that just doesn't happen when you're really good. Like, the kicker from Pittsburgh, has he played for anybody else other than Pittsburgh?
Boswell?
Yeah, Chris Boswell. I think he's been with Pittsburgh the whole time, right? Like, when these guys move, it's like seismic, right? So
yeah, you don't see a ton of kicker movement in the league. I won't argue with that. I mean, when you do, it's fringe guys like Lucas Havrisek.
You lock in guys, and if you move on from a guy because they believe that they can find somebody else.
Chris Boswell spent the 2014 offseason with Houston, the 2015 season with the Giants, and the Pittsburgh Steelers brought him in after training camp.
And look what happened.
In 2015, and he's been with them since.
Yeah, so, I mean, you hold on to the good ones, so you got to keep trying to find good ones. Unfortunately for Brandon McManus, he was good for us, but at the end of his time with Green Bay, he wasn't as good anymore.
Just a quick thought for you, and this is just something I've always kind of thought about. And I guess you could apply it to quarterbacks too, depending on the year. But, like, isn't it amazing to you that there's not 32 consistently good kickers in the world?
That is crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Well, I think the problem is, just like here in America, while we don't have the best soccer team in the world, it's because our best players aren't playing soccer. Well, same thing with field goal kickers. I promise you, if you were to try to get all the American soccer players that play in the MLS or play across the globe, and you had every single one of them practice field goal kicking for 6 months, you can find at least 15 good field goal kickers out of all the soccer players. Trey Smack himself was a lacrosse player, and he played a little soccer, and he decided to kick some field goals. He said, I'm pretty good at this. Like, there's so many people like that have the basic foundation where they can be a really great kicker. It's just they're playing other sports.
It's incredible to me that we just can't figure that out, because quarterback's obviously different. You're playing against different defenses. Yeah. There's a lot going on. Whereas kicking, it's just like you make it or you don't.
Yeah, no, there's I'm telling you, there's a plethora of people in the MLS and playing soccer overseas that can kick the ball. Matter of fact,
I think Brian Gutekunst should look into that.
In the World Cup, he better be looking right now to scout somebody.
Goody should have his notebook out watching the World Cup.
Bosnia?
And say, where is my future kicker?
Bosnia.
Is he in Bosnia?
Listen, I've seen Bosnia on TV. I'd rather be in America. You want to be in America, Mr. Bosnia? And let me not.
You good?
I can't. I don't know how to say the second part. Herzegovina?
I don't either, so don't even ask me. Don't even ask me. Speaking of the World Cup, Kyle, Mr. Soccer. He is Mr. Football. Football ball knower, Kyle.
Football.
He is going to teach me what I need to know as I embark on my once every 4-year journey of being a fake soccer fan. Kyle, going to fill me in on what I need to know ahead of the U.S.'s first match tonight, which is coming up next. We are live from Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side. It's Kyle Brust, ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN Wisconsin app. Yeah.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I was raised by Mama Wallace, and Mama Wallace said this is absolutely unacceptable.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Shop the bin. The heart of this country is local. It's neighbors looking out for neighbors. It's small businesses that know your name. At Piggly Wiggly, the people who run your store live right here, right alongside you. And when you shop with us, every dollar stays in the community we all call home. Stop in today and see the difference shopping local really makes. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin's Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin's Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin's Subs, we believe in better.
Homer here for Window Nation. If your air conditioner never seems to turn off, worn out windows could be the culprit. Broken seals and old frames let your cool air escape, and with summer just getting started, it's only going to get hotter. Upgrade your home's windows now during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows and getting half of them free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. And as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, book a consultation and ask how you could score a pair of Brewers tickets. Built with top quality materials, insulated glass, and precision seals, Window Nation's windows fit perfectly and lock in the air. Upgrade today and your home will stay cooler this summer and warmer when winter comes. Your home stays comfortable year-round, and you could even see lower energy bills the first month. Don't wait to put an end to your window problem. Save big with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale going on now. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com. Window Nation, proud partner of Wounded Warrior Project.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
Tell me a little about your work smart story.
I'm Dustin, and I've been a Smart 18 member for over 5 years. Before that, my jobs were pretty rough. Poor training, low pay, and bad benefits. I just wasn't getting anywhere. Then, I joined Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin's sheet metal workers, and everything changed. They hooked me up.
Start your smart journey today. Go to smart18info.com.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust continues from what seemingly is the happiest place on earth. We're at Vier North on Milwaukee's east side.
I'm so happy right now after eating.
You've just got a pile of wing bones to your left.
Bro, the wings
which
are
makes
so
me
good.
really happy.
You gonna eat that last wing or no?
I'll eat it.
Okay.
Or unless you want it. Go ahead.
No, I don't.
I've been gassing up the Vier North wings due for how long?
I want it, but I don't. You can have it.
Okay, great. Kyle Wallace, I'm Alex Strouf, cousin Seb of the day, in for Ben Brust, live from one of my favorite places, Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, getting ready, gearing up for soccer actions. The World Cup is underway. We are in extra time between Canada and who are they playing again?
Bosnia.
I
had to read.
They are tied 1-1 in that one. So there you have on that. I was going to have you explain why I should be excited about the U.S. in the World Cup to me, which I might have you do later. But something just came. I'm going to use the Ben Brustism. I make fun of him when he says this. I actually really like when he says this. Something just came across my desk. So we do a series on social media where our digital content manager, Madison Hayes 24 on Instagram, she asks people around the office questions. And today's question was, what do you put on a brat? And you were asked this question, and I'd like everyone to take a listen to what you said earlier today, I assume is when this was recorded, because I think you're wearing the same shirt.
I was caught by surprise.
So take a listen to what Kyle Wallace says. Just listen for Kyle's voice.
And chopped onion. I do barbecue sauce and some cheese.
Sauerkraut. Pause. Barbecue sauce and cheese on a brat?
Hell, when you say cheese, yeah, what's wrong with that? Is barbecue sauce not a condiment?
Nobody puts barbecue sauce on brats,
Yeah,
Kyle.
what do you mean nobody? I'm Kyle Wallace. I am somebody. What you talking about? My whole household love putting barbecue sauce on brats. We put barbecue sauce on brats, Italian sausages, burgers, all the time. And then the cheese is the little shredded cheese. You just sprinkle it on.
Like cheddar cheese?
Yeah, cheddar. That little shredded
This
cheddar
sounds like you're
cheese.
making a chili dog, a bad chili dog.
No. So wait a minute. They're all long glizzy type family, right? The hot dog and the sausage are all in the same type of meat.
Sort of.
What do you mean sort of? They're all wrapped meats. All wrapped meats. And so I put barbecue sauce on there, and then I put the cheese on top because then the cheese sticks in the barbecue sauce, and then go right into it. I love Italian sausage, but yeah, that's how I eat a brat. I've used yellow mustard and ketchup before, but barbecue sauce and shredded cheddar cheese is the way to go.
I am deeply disturbed.
Why would you be disturbed? I'm confused.
That's not how you eat a brat.
What do you mean that's not how you eat a brat? How you going to tell me how to eat a brat?
Okay, so I will answer the question, and it'll be a very different answer than yours.
Okay, what did y'all do in y'all bland-ass household?
Whoa.
No,
now you're lashing out.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, because barbecue sauce and shredded cheese is the epitome of
Ain't
getting out there.
Sweet, greasy,
my bland-ass
good.
household.
Sweet? What, you put mayonnaise on there?
No, I do like mayo, but I don't put it on brats.
I love me some spicy chipotle mayo.
Oh, yeah, me too. Not on brats, though. That's more,
I haven't done it on brats.
That's more burger or sandwich thing.
The chicken sandwich.
So, onion, sauerkraut, spicy mustard. Spicy brown mustard.
I've never had
That's
any
the
of
perfect brat.
Why would I put sauerkraut on a brat?
Because sauerkraut is made for a brat.
I thought sauerkraut, they don't go on brat. Sauerkraut
That's German.
Sauerkraut goes on corned beef.
A Reuben?
Yeah.
It goes on a Reuben, or else it goes on brats.
It doesn't go on a brat.
Yes, it does.
No. It does not go on a brat. Told you. See, he just.
No, he's Xing you.
No, he's Xing
It
you.
100% goes on a brat, Kyle. What are you, crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Zimmel's from Texas, and he knows better than you,
That's
who
not,
was born and raised in Wisconsin.
When Torey Lowe joins us in a couple of minutes here, I want us to ask Torey Lowe what he puts on his brat, and don't y'all try to point him in any direction when it comes to
I will ask him what he puts on his brat, and I guarantee he will not be saying barbecue sauce and shredded cheese.
I promise you.
That is the most absurd.
He'll say ketchup and mustard. And then,
which is fine.
And then when I say you don't put barbecue sauce, he said, yeah, I'll put barbecue sauce. When you say sauerkraut, he said, no.
I am definitely not I'm not a barbecue sauce hater by any means. I like
love
barbecue sauce. I have no problem with barbecue sauce. But on a brat is absurd.
Delicious. Have you ever had it?
I guess maybe not. Stadium sauce is relatively similar to barbecue
it
sauce.
Is, but it ain't barbecue sauce.
But it's not barbecue sauce.
So wait. So
I
how
like
do you
stadium sauce if I'm at the stadium.
Explain something to me.
Sure.
You love barbecue sauce.
I like barbecue sauce.
You like barbecue sauce. You like brats.
Yeah, I imagine it's not gross. It's just not normal.
So tell me why. Yeah. So tell me why you think the two things you like together wouldn't be delicious.
I didn't say I don't think it would be good. I said it's just
and
not
then that
right.
cheese
it's
on
wrong.
top. I'm telling you, I had this a couple weeks ago with Italian sauce.
I'm not very pro Illinois in most things, but I am also anti ketchup on my sausages.
I like ketchup.
I'm way more of a mustard guy.
I like.
And then I want toppings, right? So I want the onion. I want the sauerkraut. Give me some flavor. That's how I dress up my brat. We'll find out how Torey Lowe dresses his up. We'll also talk a little Giannis, a little Packers with Torey Lowe. That's coming up next on Kyle and Brust. Jim, Matt, and Molly's up next on ESPN Madison, the Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam. Kyle and I roll on from Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side for the next hour on ESPN Milwaukee. That's coming up in 2 minutes.
43 southbound is slowing down, starting at about Good Hope Road, past Bender Road. You're back on the brakes from Hampton down through the Marquette interchange, and some more delays on 4394 southbound heading past Lincoln. On the southbound side of 41, we've got backups from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive, northbound from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. We've also got some delays along eastbound 94 as you're making your way from 70th Street all the way to 35th, westbound from 35th Street to Hawley Road. We've also got a crash, 41 northbound, right at the ramp from North Avenue. the left shoulder is blocked. And checking the TMJ for storm team forecast tonight, mainly clear with a low of 62. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Afternoon storms are likely with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Catch a Brewers showdown with the Phillies Friday, June 12th through Sunday, the 14th. Come see the crew and leave with a giveaway as the first 25,000 fans on Saturday, the 13th will get a William Contreras bobblehead, courtesy of Nicolay Water. Then, kids own the ballpark Sunday, the 14th, when the first 5,000 fans ages 14 and under get a Sal Frelick jersey, courtesy of Joy. Score your seats for a can't-miss summer weekend at Brewers.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KMB, live from Vier North. USA, 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 USA. We play tonight. We gonna win. We gonna take it. We gonna be led. Matt Turner in the goal, gon' stop him. Lil Freeman at the back, gon' stop him. That's Alex Antonio's son. I can keep going.
That was really good. That was really good. Well, they all mad because I got the Tory Lowe.
Ooh.
It's go time. As Tory Lowe joins us, Kyle and Brust, ESPN Wisconsin. We are live from Vier North out Milwaukee's east side. He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Alex Strouf in for Ben Brust, your cousin sub of the day. And Tory Lowe, investigative reporter for 620 WTMJ, joins us. What's up, Tory?
How y'all doing?
We're
food
good.
We got his theme music.
The
Where's
food
theme
looks
music
amazing.
It's delicious.
The food's been amazing
Vier
here
North.
at Vier North. You can come join us once you're done, Tory. Once you're done with this hit, come join us.
Oh, I'm definitely.
I'll buy you a
swinging
drink
by.
if you come on over.
I'm definitely swinging over.
I'd love to hear that. Love to hear that. All right, we've got a couple things we need to cover with you, and we need to get to a phone call because Tory, a full-blown debate has broken out.
Full blown.
Here we go.
So during an online feature, which you can find on social at ESPN Milwaukee, done by our friend Madison Hayes 24 on Instagram, she asked some of our team what they put on their brat, and Kyle's response was barbecue sauce and shredded cheese.
That wasn't what you see. This is you did it wrong.
No, I'm not doing it wrong. Then I was going to say, Tory, what do you put on your brat?
Well, you know I got my own brat. You know I got my own brat with Dog City at the 3rd Street Market Hall.
What's on the powerful brat?
The powerful brat. We got cheese, a cheese brat, a basic cheese brat with cheese and onion rings, and then the little chives on the top.
Any sauce?
The sauce is the cheese sauce. Yeah, it's just the cheese sauce.
Got it. That sounds aggressive.
Tory, that sounds like a stomach ache. All due respect.
well, let me tell you this: it's powerful. It's powerful.
It is powerful.
Hey.
I'm sure it's delicious. It just sounds like I'll be paying for it later, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I think that you might be right on that. On the back, you might get it on the back end.
Tory, so what do you put on your, like when you had your brats? What do you put on your brats at a barbecue?
I like honey mustard. I'm a honey mustard guy.
Sweet.
I like Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue and some honey mustard.
No.
I told you. I told you. Tell them what you put on your nasty brat, Strouf.
Onions, sauerkraut, spicy brown mustard.
Okay, sauerkraut is amazing. I like sauerkraut too.
Yeah.
No. He said sauerkraut is amazing. He didn't say I put it on my brat. He just said it's amazing. He likes it.
I would have to be back in Iowa to eat the sauerkraut.
Why?
Where around my college buddies.
Undertone.
Why Iowa?
Yeah, because
why not Wisconsin?
That's how I found out about sauerkraut.
Not in Wisconsin?
No, not. I went off to school and they was eating sauerkraut on their brat.
He left North Division.
I was at
North
North Division High School.
They was
so
much reaction
sauerkraut on the brat.
Thank you,
at
Tori.
North Division High School. No.
So much reaction rolling into the Carpless Talking text line about this for some reason, which I just kind of brought up because I saw it and I was like, that doesn't sound. I mean, it sounds fine. Cheese, barbecue sauce on a brat, but that's strange to me. Randy in a dump truck called in 800-990-3776. Randy in your dump truck. You were on Kyle and Brust with Strouf, Tori, Lowe, and Kyle.
I hate to. It's an honor to be on with Mr. Lowe. I gotta say, Kyle's right. Some sweet baby rays, onions.
Yes.
It don't get any better than that. But one question I
you're
gotta
not
ask:
Yeah,
What you guys think of that Knicks comeback? Wasn't that pretty great?
Are you a Knicks fan, Randy? Why? We talked about it a little bit yesterday.
Well, I'm just saying. You know what that reminds me of? The Packers choking against the Bears in the playoffs.
All right, thanks, Randy. I knew that. I knew where that was.
I like Randy until he brought up that old news that still hurts.
Here we go.
And the fact of the matter is, I think he was rude to the Knicks with that diss.
Yeah.
The Knicks comeback was that historic in the NBA Finals, given the stage.
And he, that's true.
29 points at halftime, unbelievable. So I don't think he gave the Knicks enough credit there. So Tori, you are not a sauerkraut and a brat guy.
Well, like I said, I would have to travel over the border, back to Iowa and Minnesota. I would have to go over.
Tori, you know they got sauerkraut at the store down the street.
Well, they got sauerkraut here. But what I'm saying is that's where I was introduced to the sauerkraut, and I ate a ton of it. Hold on, let me tell you something. I ate a ton of it. It was awesome.
Tori said, "What is this?"
It was awesome. It was awesome.
It was awesome. I mean, I was, my grandma didn't make sauerkraut. I'm sorry. I mean, I had to get exposed.
Mine did.
I had to get exposed to the idea that sauerkraut actually existed.
Let's see who's Team Kyle, who's not Team Kyle. Cameron on the text line, 800-990-3776 says, I stand with Kyle on the barbecue sauce. That's a hill I will die on.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you said Sweet Baby Ray's, Kyle. I said
I did
yeah, you guys are on the same page on that one. Ryan and McWanigo on the other side. He says, barbecue sauce and cheese. What a loser. Time to shut your mouth, Kyle. So dumb.
Ryan McWanigo, why does he hate me?
David chimes in. I'm a barbecue sauce and a brat kind of guy.
See? Yeah.
Ken chimes in, says, kraut goes on a brat, absolutely. That and ketchup on my brat.
Right.
And then people were judging your Strouf. You like brats and you like barbecue sauce. Why would you think two things you love don't go together?
In that sense.
And Cameron chimes in. Kyle, do you like cereal?
Yes.
Do you like barbecue sauce?
Well, that's different. That's different.
Ryan McWanigo chimes in.
Grow up.
Ryan McWanigo chimes in and says, I like pizza and I like ketchup, but I don't think they'd be good together.
I mean, tomato sauce is on a pizza. I love barbecue chicken pizza.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I like barbecue chicken pizza.
I wouldn't eat sauerkraut on the pizza.
I would not eat sauerkraut. Well,
what about like a Reuben pizza? Do you like Reuben's story?
Pizza I do love Reuben. And
I also love Reuben's.
Reuben and sauerkraut is amazing. I mean, my granddaddy was a big Reuben man, and he loved to eat.
Okay.
I didn't
love to eat.
I didn't even know. You know what? Maybe I did eat sauerkraut when my granddaddy ate the Reuben.
I didn't have sauerkraut.
I didn't know what it was called. I guess
we had golden spice mustard.
Oh, okay.
Spicy mustard. That's what we ate with our corned beef.
Yeah, that's what I eat with my brat.
You didn't put no Grey Poupon on there.
Oh, great! It was a Grey Poupon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was.
Yeah. Well, I guess spicy mustard and Grey Poupon are two different things, aren't they?
It depends. I think Grey Poupon's spicy, isn't
Grey
it?
Poupon is a brand.
Grey Poupon was
a brand.
spicy mustard.
It's a brand. It's a brand. That's what we had in the house. Look at that. Grey Poupon, that little glass jar. I remember that.
Yeah,
in the
right.
crib.
That's what I'm talking about.
Had a little spice to it.
Pardon me. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
It sounds so bougie.
It was. I thought it was made for bougie people.
Yeah, well, I was booty growing up then.
Tori Lowe with us on a Tori Lowe Friday. Oh, boy, Cameron's calling in now, Kyle. I wasn't going to take any calls. We're going to take this one because he's going after you. Cameron, East Troy, you're on Kyle and Brust with Tori Lowe, Kyle, and Strouf.
Let's hear it, Cam.
All right, I'm not going after Kyle. Kyle's got a good point. A lot of things go on brats, and it's good. All right, I've been to a good brat place. I've had wacky things. I've had, like, blueberry brats. I've had,
oh, wow.
You name
Sure.
it. They make some random things, and they're good. Like, I've had one of the best brats I've had was, like, a pancake bun. It was a sausage brat. It had, like, a hot syrup on top of it and stuff like that. Dude, it was amazing. But I'm not going to take the whole, sauerkraut, brown mustard, or I should say, like, a nice, seeded brown mustard to go on a brat. I mean, that stuff was around from, like, the 1300s in Germany. I mean, that stuff is, like, iconic. And, like, German heritage, sauerkraut belongs on a brat. Now, I'm going to – you can like what you like. But, at the same time, when I heard you like barbecue and shredded cheese on top of your brat, I just about threw my car off the road. Like, I was like, what is this man talking about? But then
I'm glad he didn't do that.
Cameron, I'll say this.
Yep.
It seems like you might have some Deutschland pride. So in order to honor your German roots, or maybe not German roots, just respect for the Germans, I'm good with that. Sauerkraut and spicy brown mustard, if they've been doing it since the 1300s, so you know what? That was the OG. But it did evolve.
And it's evolved in a poor way with shredded cheese and barbecue sauce. Thank you, Cameron and East Troy. All right, Tori, before we get you out of here, I have a couple Packers questions for you. Trey Smack, the rookie kicker, missed a 35-yard field goal to tie a fake game in the 2-minute drill yesterday. Should we be worried?
Yeah, because at least you know these people. And you're in the confines of people that you should already be familiar with. So I would say keep a raised eyebrow. Keep a raised eyebrow for that,
I like that. I like that response.
Keep a raised eyebrow.
Yeah, just you just got to keep that one eyebrow up like, don't do two eyebrows, just one.
Yeah, see? He's just like, okay, you got my attention, but
You got my attention because at least in that environment, you should be more comfortable.
Yeah, you would think so.
You would think so.
And we've been through this rookie kicker thing how many times, Tori, in the last 5 years, right? And it just hasn't worked out. I'm just not excited to do it again, especially with the early returns.
Not really. And I'll say this. This is why you have to raise an eyebrow, because this is not even a hostile environment. You know what I mean? This is, what happens when you get in the stadium, everybody turns up. How does that affect in that kind of situation? So, yeah, I would definitely look at it with one eye up. And that's right. We've been through a couple of rookie situations in the past. So definitely an eyebrow raiser. But let's see if the young man can kick through it or push his way through this.
Tori, how do you feel about this Packers offense now that they locked up Christian Watson? It
looks
like Tucker Kraft is going to be back. We go, so what do you think the ceiling is for this offense? What's the ceiling for the offense?
Well, the offense, Green Bay has an offense that can play football with anybody in the NFL. And so how does this come together? We'll see. What is the scheme? What are the programs, pressure situations? But right now you have elite receivers. You have some elite ideas going into the season. You have an elite quarterback. I say this offense can compete with any defense in the league right now.
I agree.
On
that
paper.
This offense can compete with it. On paper, definitely. And I was talking to Strouf. You realize that this offseason, the top 4 receivers that the Packers had last year, arguably, were who, Tori? Romeo Doubs,
right.
Dontavian Wicks. Jaden Reed went healthy, but he was out most of last season, and Christian Watson.
And he made a huge comeback. I said Christian Watson got the comeback player of the year last year.
As far as the thing is that all 4 of those guys got paid this offseason. So that shows you how good that room was last year, but it also shows you the potential that the Packers have offensively with the weapons that they have this year, especially when you add in Tucker Kraft.
Right.
The Packers have 4 guys that are legitimate threats, and now it's time for us to put it all together, but it all falls in the offensive line to be able to stay consistent, to give Jordan Love time to slang that thing and carve up defenses.
And the offensive line is my question mark coming into the season when it comes to the offense. I have complete confidence in the talent. Well, Josh Jacobs just got into a situation. I don't know how that's going to affect the running back room. But like I said, right now on paper, the Packers have an elite offense, and the only question mark would be the offensive line. Can we get it together this year?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Torrey, appreciate the time as always, brother. Have a safe and wonderful weekend.
We got the Torrey Lowe music. What happened?
And Andrew,
with the Torrey.
He used to produce my show, so he should already have it ready.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they got that Torrey Lowe.
Hey, well, have a fun, safe Friday, everybody. And I might go get get a brat and put some sauerkraut on.
You might go get a brat? Or you
With
might
some
come over here to
sauerkraut.
Vier North. And
Do they got sauerkraut over there?
There it is.
Hey.
I don't know. I'm sure I can ask.
I might have to come over there and take a bite of a brat with some sauerkraut. Hey.
There you go. I love it. Thank you, Torrey. That's the great Torrey Lowe, investigative reporter, 620 WTMJ. Joins us each and every Friday right here on Kyle and Brust. And also each and every Friday, as we're talking about food, we probably got you hungry. So I'm a lover. I'm a helper. If I'm making you hungry, I'm going to help you right now. It's Frozen Pizza Friday on Kyle and Brust, courtesy of our friends at Palermo's Pizza. Caller number 12 right now receives a free Palermo's prize pack to kick off their weekend. Call it now to win a free prize pack from Wisconsin's best frozen pizza. That, of course, is Palermo's Pizza. Caller number 12 right now, 800-990-3776. Caller number 12 wins Frozen Pizza Friday from our friends at Palermo's Pizza on Kyle and Brust. 800-990-3776. Caller 12, the winner of Frozen Pizza Friday. We dive back into the Giannis saga. That's coming up next. Kyle and Brust, ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Emperor Penguin. You'd be like, yes.
It looks like every other penguin.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do still have a crash on the ramp from Greenfield Avenue to northbound 894. Also one on the ramp from southbound 43 to 794 eastbound in the Marquette. Otherwise, we've got delays basically 43 southbound from Good Hope Road to Bender, and then from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette all the way to the KK River crossing. Southbound 41 heavy from before Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive, northbound from Mayfair Road up to Hampton. And then eastbound 94, we've got backups from well before Highway 83 all the way to about Elmhurst Road, and then you're back on the brakes from Highway F past Barker and from 70th Street through to 35th. Traffic is brought to you by Badgerland Junk. Clear the clutter fast with simple, stress-free cleanouts. From single items to full properties, upfront pricing, and no hidden fees, visit BadgerlandJunk.com. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast tonight, mainly clear with a low of 62. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Afternoon storms are likely with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more. Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Father's Day is coming up on Sunday, June 21st, and let's be honest, Dad does not need another tie, another coffee mug, another World's Greatest Dad t-shirt. Get him something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at Kringle.com and send your dad his favorite flavor, like my favorite, bourbon pecan. You can even add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order. So go to Kringle.com or make the call, 800-4DANISH, and have it shipped just in time for Father's Day. Kringle.com. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Clutter piling up? Take a breath. Badgerland Junk is here to help. Based in Milwaukee, they make cleanouts simple, fast, and stress-free. From single item pickups to full estate cleanouts, their team does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Homeowners and property managers, this is your solution. Furniture, appliances, yard debris, even commercial cleanouts. They do it all with clear upfront pricing and no hidden fees. Serving Milwaukee and the entire metro area, visit BadgerlandJunk.com. Badgerland Junk, your trusted cleanout experts.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Yeah, Kyle and Brust continues on a Friday. Happy Friday to you. Hope it's been a good one. The weather's beautiful. Great sports weekend, by the way.
It is.
I mean, you've got World Cup action tonight, the U.S. competing tonight. You've got Game 5 of the NBA Finals tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, The Miz is pitching tonight.
The Miz is pitching. 1 year anniversary of him getting called up to the Major League.
So just an awesome, awesome slate for you sports fanatics like myself and Kyle this weekend. So
big game.
Lots to look forward to. Phillies, yeah, big series this weekend at American Family Field, and Jacob Mizorowski going to kick things off. I believe it's one of the younger prospects. He's got a 1-7 record, but it's an up-and-coming pitcher for them going against the Miz tonight. Then it's
1-7 is a lot of losses.
Yeah, well, isn't that crazy for a team that's over 500? By the way, and then it's Aaron Nola tomorrow for the Phillies. I don't remember who's going for the Brewers, and then Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies, who is the other Cy Young favorite in the National League, will pitch Sunday at AmFam Field. So big series, big weekend, and a big night for Jacob Mizorowski to continue his Cy Young campaign. And, man, by the way, I think we touched on this a little bit earlier this week when it comes to Jacob Mizorowski for the Brewers, Kyle. But I must say, we're so lucky he didn't have to pitch in Vegas because really would have screwed up the Cy Young campaign.
It would have.
Because Kyle Harrison got shelled, and he's been terrific for the Brewers.
And his ERA went up to 2 now. So, yeah, that is that was a tough one. I'm glad he didn't pitch there. The Brewers knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, we ain't gonna mess with the head of our ace and have him pitch through that.
Yeah, I agree. So Jacob Mizorowski goes tonight for the Brewers. I mentioned World Cup, and obviously NBA Finals continue tomorrow. And speaking of the NBA, a report this morning in The Athletic by Eric Nehm and Sam Amick. Sources in the NBA say there was a sense of distrust among some teams over how the Bucks handled trade discussions around Giannis Antetokounmpo at the NBA's trade deadline, meaning they don't think they were very serious.
Yeah, and I don't think the Bucks were very serious at the trade deadline either. I think they were doing more of a, we need to have our socks blown off to make a deal. We want to gauge what the interest is, and I don't know what those conversations are, but obviously based off the reporter from Eric Nehm, who follows the Milwaukee Bucks for multiple years now, where there's smoke, there must be fire, and there must be some mistrust around the NBA of not thinking the Bucks are working in good faith, which is completely unfortunate because this is something you can't fumble. You can't fumble the future of this organization. It's not about Giannis' future. It's more so about what are the assets that you're going to get from Giannis to be able to be the building blocks of what this team's going to look like 5 years from now.
Yeah, and I'm curious what comes. All right, I have a few questions for you. Do you care where Giannis goes?
I don't care per se where he goes. I think the Bucks should do what's best for the Bucks and not what's best for Giannis.
I agree with you on that. I think you got to do what's best for the Bucks. How can you turn from going from your franchise's best player into hopefully not 5-10 years of irrelevance, right?
Yeah.
And whatever that's going to take. And in a draft, which we talked about a little bit earlier in the show for those of you just joining us, this draft is viewed as one of the best in decades. So if you're able to capitalize and get a trade done by Jimmy Haslam's deadline of the NBA draft, which is less than 2 weeks away, I believe it's only 11 days from today the NBA draft begins. 2-night process these days. Round 1 is a week from this upcoming Tuesday. So things got to get moving on this front. Will you root for Giannis if he is traded?
Oh, 100%. And I'm a guy who I hate the Boston Celtics. I don't like the Chicago Bulls because they're in Chicago. There's just teams I don't like. But Giannis might be the one person that will allow for me to root for a team I absolutely hate. So if he went to, let's say, the Boston Celtics, who I can't stand, I would actually cheer for the Boston Celtics to win the title. If he was to go to New York after they win the title, which he's not going to go, but if he was to go there, I would cheer for them as well. Hell, if he went to L.A., I would cheer for him. There is not a team that Giannis can go to that I still would not be 100% supporting Giannis Antetokounmpo. More so with Brett Favre, more so with Aaron Rodgers. It is all about Giannis because the guy that he is, but what he did for this city was much more special. I know what Brett did was special for the state of Wisconsin, but I didn't have to suffer for too long. By the time I was, 6 years old, I was doing the Pack Arena celebrating the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to Giannis, it took 30 years for me able to see the Milwaukee Bucks finally win the championship. So that meant so much because the wait was so much longer. And it's not like our team had been good for a while. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm always going to be a supporter of Giannis wherever he goes. If they win a championship, I'm happy. If they don't, it is what it is. But I definitely won't be cheering against Giannis. I think that'd be crazy to cheer against Giannis.
I wouldn't cheer against him necessarily, but I don't know that I'm rooting for him to succeed, given that he certainly has played a role on his eventual exit. Similarly to Aaron Rodgers. He's played a role in his eventual exit. I'm not going to say I hope he goes to, say, Boston or Miami, and I hope he wins 3 more championships. I hope he succeeds. I hope he plays at a high level, similarly to how I do with Aaron Rodgers, right? Like, I feel like the Aaron Rodgers bandwagon of Packers fans is very split. There's some of us, and I'm one of them, who still root for him, who still want to see him sling the pill, as Joshie DiMaggio always says. I still want to see him make incredible plays and play at a really high level. I don't necessarily want to see him win the Super Bowl, but I want to see him play at a high level, and I feel like that's exactly how I would feel about Giannis. So I don't know that I'm necessarily cheering for him to win a championship, but sure, I'm rooting for him to succead.
Yeah, again, I don't know if I'm cheering. I would. If it got to the playoffs and they were in the finals or in the Eastern Conference Finals, I'd be cheering for Giannis. Like, why would I not, right? And I don't have another team. It's the Milwaukee Bucks and really Giannis. And nowadays with the players, like, because I'm getting so much older, it's not like I have a favorite player in the NBA outside of Giannis. I'm not sitting here looking at SGA as the kid that I love. Like, there's guys that I appreciate playing basketball. Like, I would love to see Anthony Edwards win a title, but I'm not riding and dying with these guys like I was with Kobe and like I was with KD and like I was with MJ. It's just completely different. So I'm riding and dying with Giannis wherever he goes. I'm still a Bucks fan. If the Bucks played whatever team Giannis went to in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the playoffs, obviously I'm cheering for the Bucks. But also, if the Bucks aren't playing, I'm cheering for Giannis. And I think it's that easy, and I think a lot of folks should do that because we shouldn't have any ill will towards him. He gave us everything he could.
I'm curious, Kyle, if there's a part of you that's still holding out a little bit of room in your heart that Giannis will return with Milwaukee.
It's over. Even if I don't want to see Giannis suffer. This team sucks. This roster's bad.
It's not great.
No, like the fallacy and the falseness and trying to sell people on a dream that, if Kevin Porter Jr. and Giannis and Bobby Portis and Kyle Kuzma and Miles Turner all play together. Listen to these names. These names are garbage. Kevin Porter Jr. is on the Bucks because nobody else wanted him. Like that, Kyle Kuzma.
Well, that's not true.
That is true. He got traded for MarJon Beauchamp.
And he wasn't doing
anything. He got traded for MarJon Beauchamp.
Yeah, that's a John Horst win.
No, I know it's a win for him, but the reason he got traded because he wasn't playing for the Clippers. So that's what I'm trying to see. And look at his salary. He's not being paid a lot. He's not a championship piece. If he was, the Clippers wouldn't have traded him for MarJon Beauchamp. So I'm just telling you, Kyle Kuzma, we got Kyle Kuzma because nobody else wanted him.
Well, that part might be true. I won't argue with that.
So I'm just saying we got a whole bunch of guys that are, they're not championship caliber at this point with this team.
It's not even that I'm holding out faith because I'm with you. I want this to be over. I want this to be done. I don't want to deal with because we've done this so many times in Wisconsin sports, and I brought up Aaron Rodgers just a second ago, but it feels like this. It's like When will it end? When will it happen? When will we finally pull the trigger and move on? And we've now done this for, it feels like an entire calendar year now with Giannis Antetokounmpo, where it's, okay, can we just get, it's going to end. It seems like this is ending in a divorce. Let's just get it over with.
But it's gotten boring. There hasn't been a lot of drama. The most drama was around the trade deadline because I think Giannis, and this is what people have to understand. This is the way I look at it. The reason why all the drama was happening is because I believe, and I don't know this to be true, I have no idea, but I believe Giannis' camp had something to do with it. Now, Giannis claimed we don't talk to anybody, but it's weird that around the trade deadline, and Giannis was talking himself, things were heating up. A lot of conversation, a lot of leaks. Shams was talking about what was happening. Everybody was talking about, oh, Giannis this, Giannis that. And now it has been silent. There hasn't been any big ESPN report. We got Eric Name, the local reporter here with Sam Anick from The Athletic, talking about it. But there's no, big leaks that are out right now, and I find that to be very strange. Maybe because Giannis is just sitting and waiting and being patient and not trying to apply any pressure for it to happen now because for Giannis, whether it happens now or happens later, it doesn't matter to him.
I couldn't disagree more.
What makes you – okay.
Because I think when you look at the way traditionally and historically how John Horst has operated, the quietness should tell you something's happening. There wasn't a lot of rumors or peeps about Damian Lillard.
Okay.
There wasn't a lot of rumors and peeps about Miles Turner. When things are quiet or when John Horst makes things happen. So the quietness that we've been living in, aside from today with this Athletic piece, I think that tells you things are picking up.
Right,
Business is booming. I think phone calls are being made. I think that's where we're at right now, to be real honest with you, Kyle. I think now I will say this. I think the NBA Finals will end before a trade happens. Game 5 is tomorrow. Game 6 slated for Tuesday if the Spurs are able to survive at home tomorrow night. I believe that Giannis will get traded after the NBA Finals ends.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it happens before the draft.
I
just think it would be that would be malpractice by John Horst to not get something done before the draft.
Why would that be malpractice?
Because this is that good of a draft, and picks and compensation are
okay.
heavily wanted.
If you wait,
heavily desired.
If you wait until after the draft, and in the exchange that you have, say it is Miami. And say Miami says, okay, yeah, we made our draft pick this year, which allows us to free up a draft pick in another year, and then you make the trade after the draft. What's the problem with that? What's the problem making it? You now get to see the player that you're going to get, and then you can get more assets.
Maybe, but that's
what do you mean maybe? I don't think there's a full. If it's only a full advantage if you have something up your sleeve where you're going to move some multiple picks.
The longer you wait, the more a team is going to fall in love with the prospect.
You already have a top 10 pick in this draft. Like, you already won what you needed. You got a top 10 pick in this draft. And just because you get so you get to number 13 or you get to 15th or whatever it is, doesn't mean they're going to be successful. I'd rather us continue to take as many swings as possible and get the right deal done versus rushing and putting a timeline and say, oh, well, let's just get this deal done now because we want to do it before the draft.
You'd rather take as many swings as possible ahead of this NBA draft.
And the draft is loaded in, the top 6. Outside of the top 6, there's good prospects, but the really, really good high-end prospects are in the top 6. After that, you got guys where it could be good, that could be bad, like a regular NBA draft.
Yeah, but you never know how that turns out.
No, you don't. It's just like any other
That's
draft.
why you would rather have more bites at the apple for up-and-coming prospects that you don't really know.
You can get bites at the apple next year. And
but next year the draft is not anywhere near at the level that this year's draft is. That's why it's so important this year to get it done before the draft.
At picking at number 10, the Bucks aren't getting a guaranteed guy that's going to be able to contribute right away, Strouf. You could miss at number 10. That's my whole point. What I'm focused on is the Bucks making sure that they are diligent and they get the right deal now that can serve you for the future. If they're so concerned about this year and trying to get, that'd be crazy. You need to focus yourself on getting the best assets that you can that can build for the future. Look at what the Nets did last year. They had 4 first-round picks. Everybody ain't even going to play when it comes to all those rookies. Having 3 rookies in 1 year isn't the best idea.
You said it earlier, Kyle. Showing your cards is a disadvantage to you.
And they showed their cards.
And they showed their cards.
They did.
So we talk about this Athletic piece. There's distrust going around the NBA, given what the Bucks did at the NBA trade deadline. What do you think is going to happen if they don't trade Giannis by the draft? The owner lied. They were sketchy at the trade deadline. Is anybody going to want to deal with the Bucks? Will you even be able to pull off a worthwhile deal for Giannis? Or is every offer you're going to get you being lowballed because that's the second time in 6 months that the rest of the league is looking at you, caught with your hands in your pants?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Isn't that a phrase?
With your pants down, you mean? Caught with your pants down?
Is that what it is? Caught with your pants down?
Yeah, hands in your pants. That's weird, man.
Hand in the cookie jar, maybe? Maybe I combine the two?
I don't know, but if you put your hands in your pants, stay away from me.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay,
we're good.
Just making sure.
Yeah, we're good.
But no, I do think there's some merit to the fact that if the Bucks say one thing and they don't do another, I don't think it ruins the opportunity for the Bucks. But I do think it's one of those things where they be saying, "Oh, here we go again." But when it comes to Giannis,
I don't think it's beneficial if you wait past the draft.
You just got.
I just don't view. I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. Let me say that first and foremost.
Yeah,
I would not be shocked if it happens. But I think that is incredibly detrimental to the
Bucks,
idea of a good trade.
I don't believe the Bucks have a pick in next year's draft. So I mean, the focus should be trying to get assets for next year's draft, so you can continue to bring in talent year in and year out. And again, if you get 2 guys this year, that'd be great. You'll be able to develop them. But I think the Bucks need to keep taking as many swings each and every year.
Yeah,
we have a shot to get closer and closer to the top. That's my hope.
We will see that way. But I just.
You gonna eat that wing or what?
It's all yours, brother.
All right, I'm gonna eat it. It's been calling my name for an hour.
All right, go eat their wing because I'm going to tell everybody about our friends here at Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side. They are absolutely terrific. Great food, great vibes, great atmosphere, and a great place to watch the game, to bring, to have a date, to have a business meeting. They can do it all. It's a huge location. They've got the great patio. They've got the great bar with all the TVs. And as Kyle eats his wing next to me, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can see how good that wing looks. Barbecue wing. They are absolutely terrific. The food, the vibe, the atmosphere, all the in-betweens. They've got the flags up for the World Cup in the bracket over my right shoulder. It's a great place to watch the game, have a date night, have a business meeting, and it's all in the heart of Milwaukee's East Side. They also do shuttles. They do shuttles to every Milwaukee home baseball game, as well as Summerfest, which starts next week, to and from both of those locations. You can jump on the shuttle here from Vier North. And how about the after party at Vier North? It's an awesome place to be. Visit their website. Oh, by the way, Friday night, late night happy hour. That's something not everybody does. Late night happy hour on a Friday night. Count me in. VierNorth.com is the website. Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side. We roll on from Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side. Right after this, Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
Payback is I sure have. I still got a video from a lady talking crazy to me. I said, "Oh, ma'am, I am writing a review."
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey there, southbound 41 backing up from just before Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive, northbound from Mayfair Road up to Hampton. More delays on the bypass heading from Lincoln all the way down and around the Hale interchange to Forest Home and again towards Loomis. And then on southbound 43 backing up from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette all the way down past Lincoln. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast tonight, mainly clear with a low of 62. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Afternoon storms are likely with a high of 84. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Feels like the world is a little broken lately. Maybe all we need is a fix. Most spirits are acidic. Fix Vodka is different. Fix Vodka is the world's first high-alkaline, acid-free vodka. Handcrafted with natural spring water and select grain. Clean, smooth, done right. Better water, better vodka. Get your local Fix.
Fix Vodka.
Enjoy responsibly.
Meet Jim and Rita. We went on a motorcycle trip. But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident. They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital. Sometime later, Rita made a discovery. She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there? And amazingly, he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's. And I had my checkbook in my hand. But when he arrived there, and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty. Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous, no small print warranty. It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous, no small print warranty yourself at Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus. Any make, any model, any condition. You'll be surprised at how much you'll get for your trade at the Cunis Trade-Up event, happening now at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis dealerships in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. That's right, any make, any model, any condition. Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus and take advantage of great new vehicle specials from Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick. Looking for value? Shop over 3,000 pre-owned vehicles group-wide with models for every lifestyle and payments for every budget. Plus, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. The Cunis Trade-Up event is happening now. Get a $1,000 trade-in bonus. Any make, any model, any condition. For a limited time only. Find your nearest location at shopcunis.com.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust continues live from Vier North at Milwaukee's east side. I'm Alex Strouf, your cousin sub of the day, and for Ben Brust, cousin subs, we believe in better. Kyle Wallace is here. Hello, Kyle.
I'm feeling great, man. It's Friday. I was going to go on the boat today, but I forgot somebody else reserved it. So,
what do you mean somebody else reserved it?
It's three of us.
Oh, so you have a calendar where you're like, hey, today's my boat day?
Yeah.
Get the hell away from my boat?
If you want to have a boat by yourself, a little bit of alone time, then you can do that.
I saw you and baby girl did that, last weekend?
Yeah. My friend ended up joining us, but yeah, we did.
Oh, no alone time.
Well, we had alone time, and then he came, which is cool. I mean, we're fine. I didn't need it. I enjoy people coming on the boat. I'm going to get you and Ben on the boat.
I don't believe you.
I promise you.
You didn't even offer last year.
I did offer last year.
No, that was 2 years ago.
No, that was
that was 2 years ago. You did not offer last year.
Well, because of the way Ben reacted the previous year, he sounded like he was too good for it. I got all this going on. All right, well, you know what? Invite revoke.
I don't mean to sound desperate, but I don't have too much going on. I can make it work.
We'll make it work. If you're free.
That's true. We'll see what we can do. Kyle Wallace, Alex Strouf with you. All right, you hit me with a thought in the commercial break.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued by it. So ask me the question, and I'd be curious for the K&B fams' answer to it as well.
Yeah, as I was looking, we've been, oozing and goozing, if that's even a word, but we've been so excited just looking at the offense that the Packers have. We've been talking about Tucker Kraft. You've been talking about Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Matthew Golden. It got me thinking, is this the best wide receiver crew and offensive weapons the Packers have had since the 2016 Packers that had Jared Cook, that had Devontae Adams, that had Randall Cobb and Jordy Nelson? Is this the best receiver core that we had and passing threats that we had since that 2016 year?
Whoo!
Toe tap Jared Cook?
I would think so. I mean, it's
took a decade.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, Devontae was so dominant.
But we had him running by himself.
Where you're not going to live up to that. Like, I really like Christian Watson. I'm excited for Matthew Golden. I don't think you're ever getting to the level of a Devontae Adams dominance.
Are we getting to a level of a Jordy Nelson dominance?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think these guys are
I'm really excited to see. But look, I don't know that the Packers have ever had a tight end like Tucker Kraft. If he comes back healthy and
yeah, you're right. Jermichael was good, but he wasn't this good.
And continues the pace that he left off at when he tore his ACL in early November, that's a guy who really intrigues me and opens up the Packers offense in so many ways. Same with Watson, who obviously opens it up deep down the field. And then what is Matthew Golden? I think it's totally dependent on him. Because I think you kind of know what to expect of Watson, Reed, and Kraft, which is a lot.
I think
the answer to your question ultimately is yes. Since 2016, probably.
Yeah.
But it's ultimately, I think, super dependent on what Matthew Golden can evolve into and become. Because it's still such a mystery for him.
Yeah, but the thing about it is even though we had that trio of wide receivers, Jared Cook being that good, the Packers weren't like they weren't a juggernaut that season. And then in addition to that, the Packers also, they didn't win a Super Bowl with that. So it just shows you how hard it is, regardless of what type of offensive weapons you have. If you don't have a good enough defense, you don't have a consistent O-line, if you aren't playing your best football when it matters, if your play caller isn't calling the right plays, if your coach isn't making the right time management moves, you can find yourself on the wrong end of a loss. So regardless of how good of threats you have, we've known as Packer fans, having a great quarterback, having great receivers doesn't ensure that you're going to win the title.
I didn't see this text before on the Carbless text line, 800-990-3776. I know you're not one to bet, but this is an intriguing one. This is from Chef Ed. He said, Kyle, Giannis is going nowhere. If they trade him, I will pay for your wedding.
All right, deal.
But if they don't, you pay me in cash the cost of your wedding.
Oh, well, I might do that. Chef Ed, let's do the wedding venue.
Wait, what do you mean?
The cost of the wedding venue.
Can you give me a rough estimate?
It was the thousands and the thousands. You know how
tens
much
of thousands?
No, tens of thousands. No, it was around a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, around 10. Baby girl gets what she wants.
That's an incredibly intriguing offer for you. So something to stew on here. Now back to the Packers. So yes, on the Watson front, I think we understand what the ceiling could be for him.
Let's do it, Chef.
He could be a total game changer. When it comes to Tucker Kraft, same thing, right? The ceiling, he could be the best tight end in football. I firmly believe that. I think we saw so many flashes of that prior to the ACL tear.
That's crazy.
And to hear the way he's motivated to come back in week one, I really think he will get paid and he will perform like one of the best tight ends in all of football. The other two is really where you go, okay, how high is the ceiling? Jaden Reed I really like. I've called him a dude, that dude, for several years. And he's had so many moments. Obviously had a kind of an injury-riddled season in 2025.
Kind of. He came into the season hurt with the Liz Frank.
Right, and then he broke the collarbone in week 2, and then we didn't see much of him until late in the season.
We going to the bowl, bro. That was a lie.
Packers to the bowl, bro. Yeah, but if they do it this year, it'll still live in infamy.
It will.
So I think it's definitely as good as 2016. Now,
as good as? No.
Yeah.
No, not as good as.
Well, 2016 was the final year of Nelson, right? It was the final year of Nelson. Devontae was starting to come up.
It might be the best since, but that trio of talent. Plus Jared Cook, tight end.
Jared Cook was fine. He just had a very big catch.
He was good. Jared Cook was a threat.
Yeah, but give me Tucker Kraft.
I'd take Tucker Kraft.
Give me 10 days. Give me Tucker Kraft 7 days out of 7 and twice on Sundays.
If I had to pick the 4 of them, I'm taking that 4. If you had to pick a group, I'm taking that 4.
Who's the 4th am I missing?
It was Randall Cobb.
Oh, Randall Cobb. Sure. Yeah, in like his 6th season. Yeah, okay, fair point. But could this group be almost as good as the group in 2011? Like, that's where my head goes.
Now,
because they're just getting started. And now they've extended Reed and Watson, and they're going to inevitably extend Kraft. Can they get to a level? Probably not that level.
That 2011 group was ball. I mean, the record.
We'll never see a group that good.
I mean, they had. They just
ran 15
deep.
and 1 that year.
Yeah, they ran deep. No. Oh, you talked about 2010, 2011. But 2011, that crew.
But that was when they were on the cover of that Sports Illustrated. It was all them on
down,
Jennings and Finley and
Nelson,
Driver and Nelson and Jones.
Was Driver on that cover too?
Yeah, I think so.
The Driver, I thought, did he not retire after the Super Bowl?
No, he had a couple.
Or he came back one more year?
Yeah, at least one more year.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, we will wrap it up. Coming up next, getting you ready for the World Cup. Actually, let me rephrase. Kyle going to get me ready for the World Cup. What do I need to know about the U.S. men's team?
Ziggy.
I know nothing.
Oi.
We'll see if I learn as we wrap up. Kyle and Brust live from Vier North on Milwaukee's East Side. Coming up right after this.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
Man, Kyle, do you ever know what you're talking about?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the green and gold all offseason. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Best time of the year, it's patio season. Hey, it's Alex Strouf, and no better place to soak in patio season than Vier North on Milwaukee's east side. Vier North brings the energy with a spacious patio, elevated food, and craft cocktails perfect for summer nights. Headed to a game? Start here and hop on the shuttle straight to the ballpark. Same goes for Summerfest and all your favorite festivals, pregame, postgame, or stay for the whole night. Live music, great vibes, and a menu that goes way beyond the basics. Vier North is not your average sports bar. Vier North, Milwaukee's go-to for summer fun.
Get out of the house this summer and head to Road America, conveniently located between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. You can camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in the racing your way. It's more than just a race, it's a full experience. IndyCar is the must-see race coming June 18th through the 21st. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Chris Canty.
Your teammates tell you not to be that guy. Last night, De'Aaron Fox was that guy. Now, there are a myriad of different reasons why the Spurs lost that game and why the Knicks had a chance to grab it by the throat. But in that moment, when it comes down to effort, when it comes down to awareness, when it comes down to focus, things that are fully within your control as a player, for De'Aaron Fox not to exhibit any of that in the final minute of the game, when the sole purpose for him being on the court is to provide veteran leadership, is egregious. I know the series ain't over. If San Antonio could, they should pack his crap up today and ship him somewhere else. He came from Sacramento, haul his ass back out there, because he lost that game for the San Antonio Spurs as much as anybody did last night.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code TRACK to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code TRACK to borrow up to $10,000. Use code TRACK to borrow up to $10,000.
The biggest sporting event in the world, and a superior light beer to match it. From the pitch to the pour, Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy Michelob Ultra while watching FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo Milwaukee, Social House Menominee Falls, Nomad World Pub Milwaukee, and Three Lions Shorewood. Michelob Ultra, enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Calling all KB fam, do you need shirts for a big event coming up, or do you need to get your team hooked up with brand new uniforms? My friends at Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more can take care of all of your custom apparel needs. You're trying to figure out, who can I go to make this polo? Who can I go to make this shirt? Who can I go to make this jersey? Don't fear. Big Frog is here, and they will take great care of you just like they took great care of me. The customer service is truly second to none. The communication was phenomenal, but the quality of the product was magnificent. Whether you are trying to order 50 shirts or 500, there's no minimum orders. There's fast turnarounds, and they are trusted that they will get the job done for you at Big Frog. So again, if you're looking for any type of custom apparel, anything like that, go ahead and visit Big Frog in Mequon. That's Big Frog out in Mequon, or you can jump online at bigfrog.com/Mequon. I promise you, Brittany and Basil, they'll take good care of you at Big Frog out in Mequon.
Kyle and Brust continues live from Vier North at Milwaukee's east side. Alex Strouf, your cousin 7 of the day, in for Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace, our buddy Andrew Zimmel. running the show for us back at the Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all studio as we get you set for the Homer Hour. By the way, The Miz is pitching tonight, which I'm sure Homer will fill you in on. You can also get on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee your Dome Report from Homer tonight. Is the Dome open or closed? So something to keep an eye on. I hear it about less than 10 minutes on the Homer Hour. All right, Kyle, it is also a World Cup night. The United States will get started tonight here in North America, their first match of the World Cup. Now, I'm kind of like a presidential voter.
Yeah.
I only show up every 4 years. Mm-hmm. That's me as a soccer fan. For the record, I vote more than every 4 years. I think you know that, but I just want to make that clear. But there are many people in America who only vote in presidential elections.
Yeah,
every 4 years, that's when they show up.
That's their American right.
And that's me as a soccer fan. Mm-hmm. I show up once every 4 years. I show up for the World Cup, and I want to know what I need to know. So when it comes specifically to the United States, what do I need to know, Mr. Football Knower, Kyle Wallace?
The first thing I need you to know is that if you are not a diehard U.S. fan, you're more casual, you're just watching because you love America, do not have any expectations of this team winning a championship. That's the first thing you need to understand. Also, for somebody who does not watch soccer, doesn't enjoy soccer, also don't expect for U.S. to just have this amazing run when it comes to a lot of goals. It's going to be a lot of low scoring. Do understand that this is a somewhat still young team. They missed the World Cup a couple years ago. They made it in 2022, but they didn't make it in 2018. And so just be prepared to understand that we are not a juggernaut in this sport. But we do have some great young stars. We have a star named Christian Pulisic that everybody loves. We have a guy named...
Say that again.
Christian Pulisic.
Pulisic? Is that how you say that?
Yeah,
okay.
Pulisic.
I've always struggled with the pronunciation.
You're asking one. Weston McKennie is another one that's a really good player. You also have a guy named Ricardo Pepe. He'll be coming off the bench. He plays forward. He's somebody to watch. He's a Texas boy, and he can make plays happen using that head or attacking the neck, being a striker. At the back, I already talked about Alex Freeman. Surprised me that Alex Freeman got to start in the warm-up game as well. And so overall, you just got a really, really good team. You got an older guy named Tim Ream there as well. But just be ready for Team USA not to dominate. Be ready for low-scoring games. Don't expect them to score 3 goals. Don't expect them to dominate. Expect to be on the edge of your seat the entire time because Team USA soccer is just always going to make you anxious. It's going to make you nervous. But one thing is you got to know some of the chants, Andrew. Ain't that right? Ready, got go. Those are American outlaws. The American outlaws. And so, again, when you are watching World Cup soccer, you can chant because you go. So what happens is, it's just like at Vier North across places all across downtown Milwaukee. When they score a goal or when people are getting excited, you're going to see people sitting there and start chanting. They're going to start chanting, and you want to be prepared for the chant. So
all
go
right,
ahead.
One more time.
You want me to?
I want you to do it. I don't need any background noise. I just want you to do it.
Let me get the lyrics so I don't mess up the American Outlaws chant.
Well, you told me I need to be prepared. You don't even know it?
Well,
You're not even prepared.
We love you. We love you. We love you. Wherever you go, we'll follow. We'll follow. We'll follow because we support the U.S., the U.S., the U.S., and that's the way we like it. We like it. We like it. And
You think everybody in Milwaukee's going to know this? He's now jumping up and down, ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of Vier North.
No, I'm telling you, that's what it's
So
going to be
that's how hyped you are for World Cup action tonight at 8 o'clock.
You're talking to a person that went to –
You got people at the bar applauding you.
I traveled to Brazil to watch USA play soccer. Like, I love it. Now, again, my love affair for soccer has diminished as I gotten older because more things have become more important than that. But I still follow Team USA soccer. I still support the red, white, and blue. That's why this entire week I have been representing America. Outside when I represented my boy Neymar yesterday with the Santos jersey. But other than that, it's been all about Team Neymar. USA. All about Team USA, baby. This is like if you think the Olympics is fun, the World Cup is on steroids. You get some of the best players in the world playing soccer, scoring goals. There is nothing better. I'm telling you, I played football, I played basketball, I played baseball. There is no better feeling in sports than when you play soccer and you score a goal. And you go to celebrate that goal, you do whatever it is, and your team comes and celebrates with you. I'm telling you, there is no greater feeling than scoring that goal and being able to celebrate.
Get Hope Road down to about
That's the way we like it. We like it. We like it. Oh. Did I get it?
There it is.
Okay,
Come on.
I think
USA.
I'm ready for the World Cup, and you should watch
tonight.
the World Cup at Vier North on Milwaukee's east side, which is where we have been all afternoon. A big thanks to Vier North and the staff for having us out on this Friday. Beautiful weather, the patio, the food, the drinks. It has been a wonderful time. A big thanks to Andrew Zimmel for filling in for me the last 2 days, producing the show. And you know what's happening tonight aside from the World Cup?
The Miz is pitching, isn't he?
The Miz is pitching tonight, and Homer. We'll tell you all about that coming up next. It's the Homer Hour on ESPN Wisconsin. We'll talk to you on Monday. Peace.
A bit from Good Hope Road down to about Capitol Drive. On the bypass, we're seeing delays